company card that allows me to refill my van for free.
No, that's actually cooler.
Hi guys, welcome to the bonus roll. We're having fun today.
Howdy. Okay.
Oh wow! Thank you all for joining us, or thank you all for tolerating us. I don't know. I kind of let it. I did a cold lead on this one, and I enjoyed that. We actually led in with people laughing. Introduce yourselves.
Howdy, I am the mage, and I play Grigum, the drunken master monk goblin of the Selesnya Enclave. Conclave. Not Enclave. Conclave.
Who enjoys Rakdos liquor the most?
Yeah, like Rakdos is starting to win me over.
Biz and bots are not guild affiliated.
But they are a favorite of Rakdos still. Apparently.
Just do good business.
Yeah, I had a full drunken master scene with this, like, what was in that stuff? And I was like, what does it mean when there's a skull on it? And it's like, good stuff.
I mean, no, they source most of their ingredients from the Green Belt, so yeah, they have good ties with the Rakdos, with the Selesnya. They have to deal with the Azorius on a regular basis.
And they managed to at least keep it legal for industrial purposes.
Oh, hey, I'm working on a cook class. I have given up on the Feast Domain Cleric. I can't make it work.
But yeah, next
was
question.
it really just that bad playtest that didn't go right on that?
I mean, a couple of the playtests went pretty well. It's more
Okay.
on me.
I guess I'll go next. Hi,
Okay.
I'm Tux. I play Faradir, the Simic Ranger.
And that's all.
Oh,
No comments
and
about
nothing
tentacles.
else.
No comments about tentacles at the elbows and the wrists or anything like that. No, I don't need to worry about that.
Well, there's
How
actually plenty of comments
how
about
you-
the tentacles at the
Yeah.
elbows and wrists. Just not coming from me.
Yeah, I mean, you did pants someone a few, sessions back.
I mean, the seamstress seemed
Advantage,
rather
he's-
like them.
He's never unpopular at the lab social night.
Exactly.
Hey, this background music y'all are listening to is provided by Sirenscape. Did y'all know that? I knew that.
I did.
I did. Let's see.
And
Am I
now
the only
you
one who
do too.
All right. So, all right. I am Merle. I play Rail Corvino, knowledge cleric, Simic researcher, absolutely not a spy, no matter what anyone tells.
Also, not a spy, no matter what anyone tells you.
Truly the James Bond of our group.
Yeah. Oh, I got a badass cane with a bird on. I got a badass jacket that becomes whatever I need it. And I've got the most important thing, panache.
And I have the more important thing. A
A
good
dog?
boy.
I can turn this dinner jacket into his drying jacket. No, I'm kidding. That was a terrible one.
And I'm Zozova. I play Ingrid Corvidae, who is a Golgari shaman with a pact down in Roma.
Hi.
Cool.
Yeah, sure.
And I am the DM of this lovely adventure, Gyarnos. Wait, is that me? Echo?
Yes, that's you.
I'm pretty sure.
Yep, that's me echoing. Anyway,
That'll make it fun.
so apparently a mostly empty room echoes really well. Anyway, so, hey, we hit 50 followers.
Yay.
I am, floored. Because honestly, when we started doing this one, I also went, I'm not drinking anymore because I'm going to class. Which was sometime around Augusty. I didn't expect us to actually do that. I was like, came into this like, oh, we're going to just do it for fun, and we'll stream, and we'll occasionally like do some promotion. And hey, apparently we have to get 8 streams in a month, and then maintain this, and Twitch affiliates. Y'all can't see my thing. I have to.
No pressure.
So we expect to see a lot more episodes of GM's Brew, as I convince myself to take this as a serious project that I can realistically handle in addition to everything else.
Yeah, I wish I could be on James Brew more often. It's like I do have a Friday coming up soon. It's like,
Oh, nice.
I mean, maybe not soon, like maybe January. It's like,
I mean, that's about as soon as a lot of things are going to be happening in January. So, hey, to find out what things are going to be happening in January, follow us on Twitter at Bonus Roll. If you're watching this live on Twitch, please follow us. I mean, we're going to need to get to like 75 followers at some point, I think.
We're gonna make it.
Your line is at the end of the show, so hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, comment, and share with a friend. GM's Brew is going to be taking a more talk showy format, I feel like, where it's going to be mostly me working on projects and talking. I will be happy to entertain questions from our viewers, and I will occasionally force one of my 4 friends or random people that y'all haven't seen on stream yet to show up and answer questions that I yet shout at them.
yeah, no, that pretty much is how it's going to be.
Sorry, now I just imagine you shouting random questions outside the window at like random passersby.
I have someone I need to ask you if I need to ask if they'll be on the show with you. Actually,
I like this idea. I don't know who it is, but I like this idea. I mean, very easy to get excited about things. Okay, social media. Giveaway. Yeah, 20-second giveaway. A beginner box. I could get it, but I'm literally boxed in. But we have the beginner box. Someone shows up during this and stays for the show. Sometime during the show. I'm not saying that it's going to be during the break. It could be after the show. Because, who knows? Mystery. Wait, whose voice was that? Anyway.
Yours.
Oh. I get lost in the confusion. Anyway.
Well, I mean, the echo can be, yeah.
See here.
Alright.
I'm trying to think of anything else I'm supposed to say or legally obligated to warn people about. Hey, this is a D&D stream.
Just yes.
So,
Beware,
Yeah.
nerds ahead.
I mean, I'm not saying that we're going to be having anything super explicit, but I'm not also saying, hey, sit your 4-year-old down in front of us. We're not going to curse or anything.
yeah, like, this is an adult game. Like, this is a mature game played by adults. It's like,
Thank you, Copa.
Well,
Yep, now we don't have to
what
worry
about
about
a mature game?
Oh,
okay, all right.
yeah, mature is
This is
a
a game
little
played
far.
by adults
Yeah.
who
Just
may
a
or may
thought,
not be mature.
because I've had somebody ask me this. Where are we archiving our past episodes?
YouTube. And I am
YouTube.
working on getting my stuff fixed up so I can upload it to various podcast networks that apparently will take like 48 hours to 82 hours to figure out, oh hey, this episode messed up and he deleted it to remove them. But yeah, search YouTube for the bonus roll and it should pull it right up.
That's ROLE.
Yeah. We're not critical, we're just bonus.
Yeah.
Because we so
Okay. So, I can't think of any other way to delay this, so I guess we're going to have to start this.
Oh,
Yeah,
if we
neat.
must.
Alright, we didn't die last time. Let's see how we can do this.
I know.
Sound fix, because for some god-awful reason, fair dear, you left your friends at the Sanctum of the Bright Soul. You found your way here before a few times. Always a pull of memory that's just beyond the reach of your fingertips, drawing you to this area of the 4th Precinct. There seems to be very little combat going on as you and Kay almost leisurely stroll through the decimated and absolutely destroyed regions of this neighborhood. You walk along streets that are just cluttered with rubble and decay and destroyed things until you come upon from the amount of destruction, the rubble, and the detritus appears to have been at one point a 2-story kind of townhome apartment thing. Kay kind of woofs at you and stands guard as you walk through the still standing door, ignoring the collapsed walls, and start almost impulsively sifting through the rubble. You find actually roll me an investigation check, please.
Uh, 19.
19. You sort through the rubble and stuff. You find a placard near one of the walls that reads Arona. Or hold on, let me check the spelling on it. Enrona, yeah, Enrona. You find a small set of what were those? Sorry, that was way higher than I expected you to roll. I kind of figured you were either going to roll absolute shit or a natural 20 and just find everything.
Pretty much.
You find a set of broken laboratory equipment, beakers that have been shattered, small brazier stand, bent tongs from that would be used to like grasp hot metals or samples and stuff like that. You find a view. Wait. Yeah. Okay. You find a small stamp, like one would use to stamp a sealing wax, with the Azorius Guild logo on it. And you find a single gold Orzhov Xeno.
Would a history check on Enora be appropriate, or would that just be like, there's no way you know anything about that?
Go ahead and make a history check.
15.
15. It sounds like a last name to you. It sounds like more of a Johnson than a Jones, if that makes sense.
Okay. So it wouldn't be anybody that I would know personally.
No
or
one that
have
you seem to
know
have...
by reputation.
No.
That I know of.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm probably going to... I'm assuming the broken laboratory equipment, there's no real, utility left in them.
You may be able to scavenge, the bowl of a brazier, but for the most part, it's a total loss.
probably going to go ahead and take the stamp and I guess the Xeno.
Okay.
And it's just a normal Xeno,
It
basically.
is literally like an Orzhov printed gold coin. You do know that most gold coins are printed by the Azorius or the Boros, I believe. And now that I am questioning myself, because always question yourselves, DMs, never assume you are right. This is very Latonic music. I love it. That's why I leave it on a lot of the times.
I guess what my question is do I just add one to my gold, or
Yes,
do I need to
it
mark
is
it
a gold coin.
with it? Okay.
No, I'm just
Cool.
looking up to see if I'm being stupid and misremembering who prints the gold coins. And of course, like the second I need D&D Beyond to be quick, my internet lags.
We're doing site maintenance.
Of course.
We're just going to memorize all the direct links. Come on, come on. It's a blank page. Anyway, we'll cover that. Is there anything else you want to do in this shattered remain of a home?
I guess perception check of kind of the noises surrounding environment, if that kind of makes sense, just a general
Yeah,
feel.
sorry, let me go ahead. Go ahead and make that perception roll. I was actually right. Only the Azorius and the Boros print gold coins. The Orzhov normally only print copper and platinum coins, so you have an Azorius printed gold coin. And that sounded like a die just got flung across the room.
That
What'd you roll?
Okay. 20 total.
20 total?
Non-natural.
You sift through the rubble, kind of listening carefully. You don't hear anything. You're not sure what's going on. You've been walking for a couple hours. You're still near the Sanctum of the Bride Soul, but for some reason, the Gruul seem to have left this area. So it's kind of dead quiet. Like, not even hearing insects or random animals that much.
I'm probably gonna get a move on then.
Okay. You kind of stop and look around for a minute. You're not sure what's making you hesitate leave, but you shrug and head towards the Rakdos, because you knew that's where your friends were going, and if you don't see them there, your plan is to head on to Sunhome. Since you and Kay are traveling together, can I have you both make me either your choice of survival or stealth rolls, since y'all are working together to avoid the Gruul?
I'll choose stealth. That's going to be 20 total.
20 total. You and Kay dodge and stealth your way through the Barwin Hill neighborhood. You find a relatively safe place to sleep for the evening and take a long rest, awaking sometime with the sunrise, and continue on your way to towards the Murder Coliseum that you knew your friends were heading towards. As you approach, you see just a stream of like maybe 20 to 30 Rakdos in face paint and costumes starting to line up in parade format. A couple of them are still tuning their music instruments and warming up before they start off on a march, playing a rather lively tune as they go, heading in the direction that you relatively just came from.
I'm going to try to kind of skirt around them
Okay.
because I'm not sure what that means, and I probably don't want to deal with them head on.
Sorry, I love that little cat. Okay. So, you kind of avoid him.
I got us a guest star.
Oh.
They fought me to get thrown. I had to fight to get them out of the room today. Okay, so everyone else, y'all have had
Because they love you.
Mhm.
They bit me.
Yeah, because they love you.
That's how cats show their love.
I'm not allowed to express affection with bites. Anyway,
Are you
I
a
mean-
cat?
In the proper context.
anyway, the rest of you, y'all kind of had a early morning. Y'all woke up around 5 a.m. Reeve was sitting there on the couch, drinking from his bottle that he carries with him. He tells y'all that he is going with the rest of the troop, and leaves his bottle on the floor. As he's heading out, y'all stop him, give him the communication stone that Kimmeister y'all met gave y'all. He takes it, tucks it into his pocket, and nods. Then y'all spend about
I then pick up his bottle.
Huh?
And then I pick up his bottle.
It's about half empty.
Well, you know what? Why waste it?
All flavor, no alcohol.
Cheap.
He heads out. Y'all have a couple minutes to get yourselves ready before y'all head out into the main Coliseum area where y'all had met Devotion beforehand. And there's a few people in there cleaning up and stuff like that. Not all Rakdos are performers. There's plenty of stagehands and, as the Guild of Cooks and laborers and stuff like that, they're the service industry. But they're the service industry that will knife you if you mistreat them.
So the service industry.
There's a couple people out there. There's a almost matronly looking woman with black hair cleaning off a couple of the tables. She spots y'all and waves y'all over.
We go over. At least I go over.
She kind of grins.
Sure, sounds good.
Hey, troops heading out. It'll take them about 2 hours to get there, and then another hour to get set up. So if y'all were looking at some timing, she kind of sets down the table just as a very basic spread of dried meats, cheeses, breads, and a tankard of this frothy reddish yellow liquid in front of each of y'all in a metal tankard stein. It's like, eat up, drink up, y'all gonna have a rough day. Before she cleans the table off and then follows the rest of the troop.
Well, hospitality.
Yep. Oh, let's get this
All
back.
days
I
are
got
rough
this.
days.
So the food is pretty par for the course for breakfast. It's not overly seasoned, but it's not basic either. The Rakdos know how to cook. The drink, it tastes a little bit like something between bitter coffee and chocolate.
Aw. That sounds actually.
Yay, breakfast drinks.
Because if there's two
No
things
question in it.
if there's two things the Rakdos know, it's drinking and coffee. So y'all all feel
So the real
pretty
question
awake.
is, do we really know what's?
Oh, no, you
Yes,
have
you
no
don't.
idea what you're drinking.
Do we want to?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Hmm.
Take it from me. You don't.
So after a quiet-ish breakfast of watching the like stragglers get out and join the parade, y'all finish your breakfast, your drink. Hey, you didn't have to burn rations. You're welcome.
This is
Well,
Alright,
off
we've got a full
to
day ahead of.
Sunhome.
All right, so you're following the rest of the parade out then?
Yep.
For a time,
Maybe we'll
yes.
even survive the trip back.
All right.
Well, until we have to split north anyway.
Hey, Equilibrium. Everyone, Equilibrium has joined the chat.
Hello, equal.
You are quickly becoming a favorite. It's like,
So, as y'all follow the stragglers of the troops, the troop out, I am going to sneeze.
Tis the season for that.
Ow! Ah! Like someone kicked me in the chest. Anyway, as y'all follow the parade, or the remains of the parade out, Tux, you've been watching for a little bit to see like what the hell is going on, as a good 30 to 40 Rakdos kind of leave and then another 7 or 8 trickle out. At the tail end of this group, your friends emerge, looking like they had a pretty nice night and a really hearty breakfast. You, meanwhile, had a night where you slept on a cold floor with a blanket and a mushroom bar for breakfast.
So I have the same. Good. I'm good.
He doesn't have any mushroom bars. He just has the Boros rations.
I'm
which is
gonna
very
kind of
good.
try to sort of go around the main Rakdos and kind of U-turn, I guess, like, and go to where my friends are.
The largest portion
That
of them
kinda makes
has, like, marched off in, like, literal marching band format. You can
Yeah.
hear the music in the distance as they, like, with the Doppler effect, like, oh, okay, they're that way and they're roughly that far, because you're a goddamn ranger and you have, like, ridiculous passive perception.
Yeah.
You
So
and
I'm
Rail
kinda-
both.
Going to join them whilst trying to make sure I look like kind of non-threatening, like do. My friends, I mean.
So a giant squid monster kind of skirts around the edge of the Rakdos area, and then you turns back towards you guys and approaches you with his dog.
So, hey,
Hi.
how was your journey?
Yeah. Okay.
you missed the fight, but that might be for the best.
Okay. So, I guess we're going to Sunhome?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Right, the sun home we go.
Okay.
Cool.
And with that, I'm going to
so-
transition you to the map. Because
Oh,
I'm
I
assuming this is our doing, and I'm kind of pointing at the parade.
Ingrid's been rummaging in her backpack, and she hands you the third Zaldi book and says, "Oh, I finished that."
Oh, right.
Also, you have the
Fair dear, by now you have finished the first Zaldi book. Of note, at the end of it,
It's the
there
second,
is...
I think.
Huh?
I think he finished the second too.
Yeah, I
Alright,
forgot to tell him about this when he finished the first. Of note, at the end of the first Zaldi book is a letter from Zaldi to her mother, which has Zaldi's full name listed in it as Zaldi Brightsoul. Okay, so y'all are here. Y'all want to go here. The Rakdos are roughly here. And are heading here. As you can see, the Rakdos have a much shorter trip.
There's no way to get back and see the carnival.
Oh yeah, but at least they'll be ready to go by the time we're in position.
They'll probably already be going.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have to visit back there to hear how this went. You know.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be hearing about it in one manner or another.
Yeah, wow.
It was our idea after all.
On the authority of the Guild Pact, no less. But
I mean,
you know,
tentatively, we are sponsored.
Seems like you guys have been busy.
Yeah, we've been missing.
they're
So
gonna go
Sunhome.
fight a rage beast.
Going to what?
Fight a rage beast with jugglers. Performance installation.
Okay.
Y'all never quite
Feel a
actually
little
got
bad for the
information on what a carnival entails in this instance, or how they are going to distract the Gruul, or what they will be doing at the Sanctum of the Bright Soul.
I'm a goblin.
Could be they're going to be.
Theoretically, the target is the rage beast, and jugglers will be employed as well as giants.
Okay.
But coffers may be attempted at. That was the information we got.
Yeah. Out of character question. Sanctum of the Bright Soul is the Orzhov.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. It's been a couple weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
We decided to have them perform right outside of there because the Orzhov felt like we ain't going to do shit. We're happy right here. It's like, okay, we'll bring you to your door and see how happy you are.
As long as it doesn't get traced back to me, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, there'll
Hey, you
probably
weren't
be
even
no
there.
repercussions at all. This should be
Well,
fine.
hey, actually, technically, I had nothing to do with that, so...
I should
Yeah,
point
but
out
you're
y'all are
affiliated with it.
standing around outside of a Rakdos club in a literal semi-war zone.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
we
we
should
were
get moving.
walking and talking.
Are y'all walking and
Yeah.
talking?
No. We'll get
Yeah, time for some skill checks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Skill checks.
If y'all are walking and talking, that's fine. Continue talking, please.
But yeah,
No, I
you
think we're
weren't
done.
even there. Sure.
Okay. Ninja time, folks.
We could communicate via the spies murmur,
Yeah, like I
non-verbally.
yeah, I just need to know if y'all were standing still or if y'all were moving. Y'all can talk if y'all want.
So-
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm moving, like, with the crowd.
No, we're not. We're moving away from the crowd.
Well, with you guys, toward
Okay.
Sunhome, I mean.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Okay, so
As much as I love the game portion of this, this is a role-playing game. So if y'all want to
So-
role-play, please.
So, considering the nature of our world, do you consider death to be an actual punishment or a mere sentence?
How much do
I
you
mean,
owe
it's just
the
your gateway
Orzhov?
to your second life if you're lucky.
Right, so should it be considered a punishment in legal sense?
Depends on your debts.
I mean, I don't think that's what the Azorius usually do as far as punishment.
No,
I know, but
the Azorius tend to
think
default
about
to
it.
forced labor or
Yeah, I mean,
imprisonment.
Yeah. I know, like I've been arguing this back and forth with Azorius, I know. The idea of execution does seem outdated the more we know about the afterlife, you know? It's like,
Well, I mean,
Yes, but there is something to be said for, is it a punishment or just a way of keeping a known danger away from the society at large?
but if he just moves on to another plane of existence and is capable of coming back, how does that help?
y'all actually would know this, even though y'all are far younger than that 75 years ago. there was something known as the Ghost Quarter. But it disappeared. And so it used to be that people who died became ghosts and went there. It has vanished, and now no one really quite knows where people go or what's going on or what happened to it.
Yeah.
Ghosted us.
God damn it, I'm the funny
Was it
person.
known as the Ghost Quarter before or after?
Wait, what? It was known as the Ghost Quarter beforehand.
Okay.
Because
I'm sure
it's the
it's
quarter
still
where all
called
the
the
ghosts
Ghost
live.
Yeah, I'm for sure.
Yeah,
Probably
well, it's
still
just for
considered the
real
Ghost Quarter,
estate.
but for different reasons.
Sorry.
I had a mini stroke there. Thank you. I'm gonna have some more of my breakfast.
Hey, how many times do you get to use that in a proper context?
I'm going to have to pull something out of my ass at the end of this thing just to top all of you.
Hey, let's roll a skill check.
So, are we really going to pass on Reeves' message if we
dear.
find his dad? That's our other question.
I mean,
It's an excellent question.
I don't know what the message is, but out of principle, I'd say we're pretty obligated after everything he's done for us.
Okay, now
Getting the sense that
Ingrid's just breaking up laughing.
So,
is it a funny message?
you don't quite know why. Well, you can probably intuit why, but Gruul patrols seem to be significantly less. At least in the Barrow Hill neighborhood. Y'all not sure on the Sin Hill side. So to get from Barrow Hill to Sin Hill, it is going to take 3 successes before you accumulate 2 failures. That's right, it's easier. Someone did something that drew some of the patrols away.
Hooray.
Hey.
Do we want to start with the traditional survival checks for navigation or some stealths, or what do we want to start with, guys?
I'll start with probably a survival.
A part of me wants to say, why don't we do something, a little how can I put it? Off pace with us, like history for understanding the streets.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you can
I
explain
mean,
it.
I don't have history. Like, I don't have history. But
Does
if anyone
anybody
has
have
history.
I have history.
I don't.
You're the-
I think that's why we haven't used history.
I used
I think
Arcana
we
last
figured it
time.
out.
Technically, Rail could have proficiency in anything.
For 10
Right. Well, we are making multiple checks. I think 10 minutes is long enough. But if you want to save that, please do. It's like,
So, should I use a stealth or survival roll?
I mean, whichever
I've
roll
got
you want to.
survival, so I could help you.
Okay.
got
Go for
let's use
survival. I can go for.
advantage.
Okay.
Do you have survival?
I like that you all have proficiency in survival, with the exception of Grigum.
yeah.
I don't. Do you have it now, Fairder? Because you didn't have it before.
I
Don't have a proficiency in it. I just get a +4 because
Oh, okay.
I'm really good at it.
It's like it's one of those situations like we all have the exact same skills.
Well, so the split is a natural 20 and a 1. So thank you for the assistance.
Okay, so natural 20s count as 2 successes, which is like really good. So, working together, y'all basically, ninja your fucking way across more than half of the map before y'all even ninja your way across half of the fucking neighborhood before y'all even see a Gruul before taking cover. Who's next?
We do see one, however, because Frederick is back with us
Oh yeah, well, I'm not counting
from outside
Frederick.
the club.
Technically, when he died, he lost
He's
all guild
Golgari now.
affiliation. Yeah, but y'all do see like a Gruul giant like pissing on the side of a building, and you're like, oh, okay, other
Yeah.
side of the street. Okay, so y'all just need
Okay.
one more
That
success.
building is
So what kind of neighborhood are we in right now?
You're
well, the
still
kind that's now owned by giants, obviously. He's
You're-
marking his territory.
you're in Barwin Hill still. The Barwin Hill neighborhood, which is the purple area. Y'all are roughly in this area. And it took y'all about an hour to get there.
Okay.
The area surrounding
So-
you is kind of... It's starting to look more reinforced, more sturdier buildings, a little nicer construction method because y'all are at the edge of the neighborhood and pretty far away. At the edge of the precinct and pretty far away from the red wastes.
So what I'm hearing is that nature isn't going to help me this time. So I think
Hi, Fox friend.
I might go with my usual standby the parkour.
Okay.
And this is both, leading people through, urban navigation as well as, getting to spots to either distract or open up new ways for my party to get through. It's
Maybe Faraday could help you because he has such good climbing.
I could, and I do so.
So you have acrobatics as well? Or
Well,
are we
he-
looking at athletics?
He has like spider climb kind of stuff. I don't know if that would count.
I don't have a proficiency, but I have a +3 in acrobatics, so I would assume.
What about athletics? It's
I do not have a proficiency in it, but athletics is +1.
for a ranger, boy, you don't do a lot of range.
It's the city.
And
In the city. Sorry, I don't.
you've
sing.
never heard of urban rangers.
That's
Maybe Texas Rangers?
what's Texas?
It's a
Talking about it.
warm drink that they have up in the green belt. It's made with
Okay.
cheese and very sweet barks.
I know Chuck Norris because his Roundhouse kicks have made him a planeswalker, but Texas I'm not familiar with.
Hey, we all visited Dragon on another plane. We are now all planeswalkers. Even Reeve.
Reeve had no idea what was going on.
Did you miss me?
Wait, did we jump into another plane?
Y'all went to a demi plane, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
Not technically a full plane. It was literally basically a box floating in outer space.
yeah, basically, it's a constructed one. It's
We're
Not
playing
technically
puddle
under-
jumpers.
yeah, we didn't do so under our own power.
Y'all
So,
are planar
leaving that aside.
travelers.
Little baby plane.
Yes.
I will take that. Planar travelers.
It's so, I'll go with
Parkour.
acrobatics because I have the better bonus, and if someone's willing to assist me,
I assist.
Okay.
all right.
I will allow that since y'all did so well on that 20 that y'all have avoided many
I mean,
issues.
technically, could we just call it a straight dexterity check for me? Because I do have proficiency in that.
You have proficiency in a skill. What are you, a lunar?
I'm
Or an
ranger.
ability? Sorry, that was an exalted reference. No, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, well.
Go ahead, make that roll with advantage.
All right. We are looking at 21.
21? No problem. Like, you kind of lead the group up. Y'all have to kind of chuck a zombie across a couple rooftops.
Just Assassin's
have to-
Creed,
He's like, "Ugh," as he flies through the air. He is not the stealthiest of party members that y'all have acquired. But, he, yeah.
I can't help but now think of this zombie being ragdolled. It's
Look,
across
he's my
these
first
spaces.
undead. It's a status symbol thing. We have to take him.
Symbols don't do us any good out here. Good as a symbol in a war.
A lot sometimes.
Oh, well, okay, fine.
She's not wrong.
What's the good of giving a dragon a business card?
All right. You know what?
Look, appearances
means that
have
we
to
are
be kept, okay?
It
I
just
don't know
means that
why, but I've just come to accept it.
it just means that our name is out there in 2 planes of existence. Even if the other one
And now
is
people are like, hey, you know that mysterious party with the flying zombie? Who are they?
And depending on where Leia clicked the business card, maybe 3. Oh, speaking of that, hey, Fairdeer,
What's up?
you're like pretty good at noticing stuff, right?
Sure.
Like, cause you always go scouting and stuff. So like, Leia was getting younger the whole time we were there, right?
This is being talked
I'm
about
not
over your
always
head,
Leia.
I'm assuming.
Or just on the top of a building, maybe.
Oh yeah, I can see y'all having this conversation, jumping from rooftop to rooftop.
Yeah, just Spies Murmur.
Well, I never normally refer to her in conversation as Leia, so I figured that's enough of obtrusion there.
Who's Leia? Out of here.
Keeper.
Oh,
Her ladyship.
okay.
I mean, because like
Mystery
I'm not sure, because sometimes like
Like,
you know, my visual acuity gets influenced, but I'm pretty sure she was getting younger.
Now I have
do
to
I
ask,
need
was
to
that
do
out
like a
loud?
recollection check?
Yes, that was out loud.
Okay.
Do I need to do a check for that, or
Yeah,
just,
make a
like,
history
say-
check with disadvantage,
Yeah.
because you weren't paying
I was
attention
about to
to
say
that.
because like trying to recall versus being in. Okay. Oof, that would be a 6.
I mean, she looked young, maybe teen, preteen, maybe even.
I'll pat him on the shoulder. It's okay. I probably imagined it. Let's keep
Okay.
moving.
Okay. Just behind the-
All right, tell him to hold still while we toss him. It's like,
Just for canonical sake, can we say his voice is Frank Boyle playing Frankenstein?
I can't do that, but I can. I'm okay with that. So, between stealthing and parkouring your way through the city, y'all manage to cross the dividing line, which there is actually like a little line in the street that it's unmarked, but anyone that lives around here recognizes that that is the divider between Barwin Hill and Singrove. I don't know why I keep on saying Sin Hill. As y'all approach, you see the Singrove neighborhood. You see much of it has been destroyed too, like to the point that you can almost see a couple miles in the distance from your current elevation. You see two figures kind of patrolling the area. They're both about medium height and they're at a distance, so you can't make out too much about them.
Or can we?
Make a perception roll with disadvantage. They're like a mile away.
Oh, okay, I see.
I guess Watcher could scout him. Do we want to scout him? I don't want him to fly too high, but
Are they easily avoidable?
I mean, y'all can see
perception roll.
them from like a mile away. This area is like flattened.
Oh, okay, so we can't like move around and.
It would take a significant amount of time. And y'all have already been traveling for like 2 hours.
since he's faster than
Yeah,
us, as
perception
we
with disadvantage,
approach,
I will actually take that. I will. I could. I'm pretty confident.
Okay, what are we doing now?
I'll wait for that and then see if I send that Watcher or not.
Okay, I missed what you said. Sorry.
I think Rail is.
Yeah, you broke up after.
So,
I think
I just-
Rail is.
Going to try to make that.
Going to try to make that.
Perception with disadvantage.
Okay, go ahead.
I was sending Watcher out, but I'll wait and see what he sees before I send out Watcher.
Okay. I will cast guidance on.
Okay.
Just give myself a little.
Head
So,
for a little bit. Sorry.
Okay.
so that is a total of 10 plus 2 plus 10. 22.
2 plus 10. Wait, you have. What is your perception?
My perception is plus.
Okay.
And I cast guidance.
Oh, okay. That's. I was like, wait,
That-
what
that
the
was-
hell? Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Yeah, I get now. It's my brain just did not process that properly for some reason. I wonder why. You kind of get like down squint. You're not a ranger or anything like that, but you're pretty good at noticing details. This figure is really far out. Like I said, he's about a mile from you, but you can see him fairly frequently. You'll seem to be in cover from him pretty well, but him and the other figure next to him are just kind of patrolling and monitoring the area. They move a little closer, they move a little farther away every now and then. The details you can see on one is he appears to be wearing like brown hides and animal skins, and the other one seems to have a very tan, almost brick reddish skin tone, like someone's been sunburned really bad, and is wearing metal armor.
Surprised to see the Gruul wearing.
The Gruul? Could you tell for sure?
You know what? No, that's right. I'm sorry. That was a bad. Yeah, sorry. Bill's player is not at his smartest today. In case you couldn't tell.
Were you able to tell, or should I send Watcher out a bit?
I mean, I can't make out any symbols on them, right? That would be just crazy.
No, I mean, at that
This is-
distance, that would be too fine detail. You got, like, the fact that you got over 20 gave you, like, that one is wearing leather armor and the other is wearing metal armor.
Okay, and that one of them has the one in metal armor has red skin, and the one in the
Yeah, he's kind of
What do
got,
they look
like,
like again?
brownish. The other one just looks like a light tan. The one in metal armor looks like he's got a very dark, almost brick red skin.
okay.
So I'm gonna have Watcher fly a little in front of us, but low, and get no more than halfway between us as we're walking, and also no closer than like 1,200 feet from them.
Okay, have Watcher roll stealth for me.
Okay. And he'll just be going a little ahead of us, like as we go, pretty much. But okay. That ended up being a natural 1, but it hit something. But I'm gonna say, yeah, it's still a 5.
Okay, so Watcher's like, "Ah!" and he kind of like sweeps off, and the figures like both immediately look up in his direction.
Yeah, my webcam
dear.
decided to betray us. Its cord stopped my dice on a 1.
So they have been
Not a hide.
alerted to your presence.
Well.
Both of them are starting to move towards y'all. One of them is moving at relatively average speeds. The other, oh no, actually, yeah, they would both move at. Hold on. Yeah, they're both moving at average speeds. He wouldn't do that just yet. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
This seems like a really great time for some ice armor.
They're like half a
Yeah.
mile away from you, roughly. Or at least a mile. They're not like right up on you, but they see you, they are aware of you, they are moving towards you.
Alright, and
yeah,
there's no real cover.
Yeah, they're still not close enough to get like a observe like dress.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my ice armor.
You
Okay.
sure?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I mean, she only has 2 spells.
Yeah.
Hopefully they haven't gotten too close to.
I mean, we
I
might as well
am
just
going
walk
to-
forward. We're going that direction.
I
Yeah,
pull out
I'm
my
going-
bow. By the
Mhm.
way,
Watcher, back.
Watch like, and swoops back to you.
So
Oh, good.
yeah, see, the good thing is that you distract them, then have the distraction come immediately towards you. Great plan.
You know what? I'm just gonna take a swig, go out there, and start doing a song and dance number.
So y'all are standing there
Here's
waiting.
well.
So, might as well just walk forwards and. I mean, we're going that way.
Okay, so you're moving
Yep.
towards
I
them.
just
As long as Rail's not
Uh,
objecting.
want to kind of stay,
I mean, I was
stand
going.
and hold action.
No. I mean, they're half a mile away. It's going to take them a bit to get to us.
Roughly
Yeah,
this
I
long.
just don't like. Literally, I don't see the point in expending energy if they're coming to us anyway.
Okay, I am going to use my coat of many fashions, and can I make it look like what we were seeing those Gruul soldiers earlier?
Being
Like-
shirtless. I was like,
Almost shirtless with like
Okay, so
really ripped
So
up
here's
clothing.
my-
Yeah, you can go with the grunge look easily.
here's my
Out of
question.
many
Look,
fashions.
can
Appear
we-
The thing-
shirtless.
the thing
No,
is,
that's funny.
here's the thing you need to do though. You need
What
to
the
rough
hell?
up your hair. You're like,
All the sound just cut out.
Welcome to my world.
hello,
What
Hello?
the hell?
hello.
Okay,
Testing.
hello.
I can hear everyone.
I hear everyone.
I hear everyone.
Tux, can you?
I can hear all of you. I lost Meryl, but I think he's refreshing.
Okay, sound off.
Hello? Are you back?
Hi.
Hi, Meryl.
Hello? Okay.
Hi.
I don't know what the heck that was.
Oh my god, I heard a
Yeah,
full
I know.
sentence from you.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
what happened there.
Two.
I guess we just overwhelmed. It's like,
So I just want to get a impression of what their dress is, because if they're wearing armor versus not, that tells us quite a bit.
Okay,
I
Well,
am going
go ahead
to
and make a
small
perception
point.
roll at disadvantage because they are still really freaking far from you. They're getting closer.
I
They're
am going
about.
to.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to make a small poisonous mushroom on the ground and wipe both my sickle and my dagger in it, and then put them back in my belt.
Okay. 18 perception.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to do that.
Sorry, my mind is trying to figure out how to process. Make a nature check for me, please, Ingrid.
Okay, away from the webcam cord this time. 19.
19. It's you start to wipe it off, and then it's like, oh wait, yeah, and then you actually stick the knife in, and it comes out with like a kind of goo on it. I'll be good for one attack, and yeah. Okay. You rolled a 19, fair dear?
18.
18. So, what were you looking for specifically? You were watching for like their armor, their dress, their physicality.
Their general dress. Like, are they like, I would assume that you could tell kind of, are they half naked or are they clearly wearing some sort of armor or something?
They're both clearly wearing armor. With their distance and that perception roll, since they're almost right up on y'all at this point because they've been moving full out, you can see one is You're not quite sure if it's just a half giant or a really big human, but he's a good 7-8 feet tall. He's a little bit taller than Wait, you didn't meet Devotion. He's 7 to 8 feet tall. The other,
And he's right on top of us now.
Yep.
But he's wearing armor, and he's not.
Yeah,
and
he's
I'm
wearing
assuming
leather
that
armor. And the
Oh,
other
are
you
the
can
Gruul giants?
Okay. Are the Gruul what?
Do the Gruul giants typically wear armor like that?
Yeah, but this one isn't a giant. Go ahead and place yourselves somewhere in the northern region, right around here, please. Or on the rooftop, since I think that's where y'all were. Let me grab my
Rooftops are
tokens.
Okay, we're gonna be on this roof? That works.
Yeah, northern sides are good. Why not there?
Okay.
I don't
Oh,
actually
God.
know if I want to be on the roof, but
God.
I guess
They're
that
two
works.
Faradeers.
What?
I just...
They're
Why
two
is the
Faradeers.
rail not working?
Okay, where's my...
I mean, if they're flattened, if the area's flattened, would we still be on the rooftops?
It's a
Two
rooftop.
rails.
Oh,
You're
dear.
at the kind of the
It's
line.
being weird.
Here is your zombie.
We don't need 2 rails.
We
No.
don't need two
Yeah.
Faradeers.
My browser's being a little slow.
I'm going to
So we get rid of the second Faradeer in the south.
Okay, I'm only seeing one Faradeer.
I see two. There's
Oh.
a second one at the south.
Okay, thank you whoever removed the second.
You're welcome. All right. Let's see here. So you see them approach, coming in pretty fast. One is clearly human, just really big, dressed in like leathers and animal armor. And where was that? There you are. And lumbering beside him, with not super tall, but bulky, wide, large, is a elemental. Oh, that is not the right size. There we go. Bound in metal armor and scraps of building and stuff like that have been have been torn down and bolted to its side. I'm going to need initiative rolls from everyone.
Okay.
Oh dear.
And
We could run.
give me 1 second to write down mine, and then I will get y'all's.
You know what? Where's the fun in running?
There.
Let's see. Okay, initiative.
Okay, got my initiative.
Okay.
Ooh, yes.
And oh, nice. That is really nice. Okay, that's okay. All right, 25 to 20.
I got a 22.
Okay.
22 as well.
I have a +4 initiative.
20.
Okay. Greg.
Did we all roll
Fair.
18s? Did all 3 of us roll 18s?
I rolled a 19.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Fair dear. As a reminder, K acts after you, and you have to use your bonus action to give him an order. Ingrid, you said you rolled a 20? Okay, so Greg and Faradir and Kay are on initiative past 22. Ingrid is on initiative past 20. 20 to 15. Actually, you know what, Rail? Just tell me what your initiative is.
13.
I'm assuming you said 13.
Yes.
And then the zombie
I
got
was
6,
half
and
expecting
Watcher got 3.
5.
Okay. So, Frank is 6.
Frederick.
Fred, sorry. FR. Alright, half dead Fred.
Drop dead Fred.
And Watcher is on 3.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming Watcher is under your cape.
Yes.
Okay. So, initiative pests, 22. Griggum, Fairdeer, and K. Griggum, Fairdeer, you act, go first, and K will act after Fairdeer, but before the next person.
All right. I'm curious. Is it obvious what guild affiliation they are, or
They're pretty clearly Gruul.
Okay, yeah, no. So what we're gonna do is start things off with the dart. I feel on my end,
Okay.
2 darts.
Alright. Not even gonna try to pass yourselves off.
Nah, we need to do something to take him out anyway. I'm gonna aim for the smaller guy down there
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll.
because to me, smaller screams that he probably is a little more dangerous. And it's let's see here. Oh wait, are they unaware of us? Or
No,
are
they
No,
were
they're
have
pretty
been
aware.
headed specifically towards you.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they just knew the general area we were in, or if they actually flat out spotted us. Since
Well,
can see
they
us coming.
saw Watcher, and then they saw Watcher go back to Ingrid.
Yeah. We need to have a talk about this later.
So how does it's double checking my bonus here. It's a 16 do you?
16. Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and make your damage rolls.
A 6, and we've got extra attack for a second dart. All right, that's a 21.
That'll hit.
For another 6. It's
6. Okay. Alright. So your 2 darts punch through the armor at you. Fairdeer, you're up.
Okay, switch weapons is an action.
You can. I'm assuming that when you saw them coming closer, you would have swapped to whatever you would have preferred.
Okay, so let's assume crossbow. Yeah, crossbow. Gonna move up to here. These distances are accurate, right?
Yes.
These are 5 feet. Okay.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so I'm going to attack. I'm assuming this is within 40 feet, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
for me
5,
from there
10,
to
15,
is 40
20,
feet.
25, 30, 30. Yeah, that's about. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, thinking
Okay.
about it, I definitely need to move closer here.
Yeah.
I'll say that
But
must
you
be
still
got-
had a movement action, so I think that doesn't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
would have
Okay.
been necessary
So,
for me to throw.
attacking this one.
Okay.
That's going to be like a 26 to hit, I think.
That'll hit.
Yeah, like 26.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
To hit. Okay. What does that actually do? I'm sorry, I haven't played in a little bit. Okay, 2d8.
Because it fires 2 crossbow bolts whenever you shoot it.
D8, so that's 7 plus. So that's going to be 10 on him.
Okay.
For the first attack.
Don't forget to keep track of how many arrows you've expended.
Yes, correct. And that's going to be 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 7, 8, 9, 12 damage on that one. and then Hunter's Mark
Okay.
as my bonus.
He is looking.
And which one did you attack? The small one?
Yeah, he's looking
Yeah,
rough.
this
He's
one.
like, oh. He's been peppered with arrows and darts. And he's visibly injured. Okay, so you used Hunter's Mark on him, so you're not giving Kay an order. Kay will move
No.
by your side and take the defensive action then.
Okay.
It's the Elemental's turn. So, 30 feet. He is going to advance 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he grabs the ground, rips up a huge chunk of it, and just chucks it at y'all. So I need everyone within, let's see here, he'll target here. So I need a dexterity saving throw from Rail, Grigum, Fairdeer, and let's see, 1, 2, 5, 10. Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty.
Oh, and I need one for K too. Sorry.
Dexterity save, correct?
Yeah, as a giant boulder just gets lodged at y'all.
Alright, how does 18 do?
Okay. 18 makes it. Fairdeer,
17 for me.
17.
1 second. Okay. For K, it is a 8.
8. Okay. Rail,
I can hear you.
Rail, can you hear me? I can't hear Rail. Can anyone else hear Rail?
Apparently 12.
12? Okay. Rail and K take 12 points of damage. Fairdeer and Grigum take 6 points of damage from the boulder and like the little pebbles and rocks and stuff peppering y'all as it crashes into the building. The building's taking some serious damage. Not sure what's going on. Thank you for the follow. Yego. So let me do a quick troubleshoot on sound issues, because if I can't hear Rail, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, I can't hear anything you're saying, Meryl. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
Maybe unplug and plug the headset back in, because I think it had a weird setting one other time.
Alright.
Still no hearing.
Rail took 12 points of damage. Sorry.
When in doubt, turn it off and on again.
Hey, that
Yes.
worked. Okay, now I can hear you.
Yes.
You took 12 points of
Alright.
damage from the rock just smashing you in the face.
I saw. I will note that down.
Okay.
I just have to load my character sheet because I'm having some slight technical difficulties here. My poor computer needs a restart.
Okay. No worries. You got a little bit of time. It's now Ingrid's turn. I think it doesn't have anything else it can do. That was movement.
Would I know?
Yeah.
Would I know if I can hex the elemental?
You think you can. You can make an
Well, I
arcane
mean, if I
check.
think I can. Yes, I'd like to make an Arcana check.
I mean, that breastplate basically makes you say, I can do this. It doesn't matter what.
22 on an Arcana check.
It does not have any resistances to magic that you're aware of. You've never really encountered many elementals, but you can't think of anything that would keep
I want
it from
to hex it, and if the target doesn't land, I want to keep concentrating on hex for another turn.
Okay, so you cast Hex on it. What is the ability check that you want to give it disadvantage on?
Oh, let's say strength.
Okay. Hex lands.
Okay. And I mean, some Eldritch Blast from where I'm at, that'd probably be good.
It would normally have 3/4 cover because of the roof and your friends, but you have Sharpshooter, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So let's do a couple Eldritch Blast.
Making Cathal
That did
proud.
not hit. That's a 1 giving me an 8.
Nope.
And a non-natural 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
Okay. 13 with the hex damage
13.
too. And since I don't have my bonus action, the zombie's gonna stay where he's at. And I'm feeling pretty good right now about where I'm at, so I'd say let's just stay there.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not, actually. How much movement would it take for me to get down and be right there?
If you're climbing down, it'd be 10 feet. It's a 10-foot climb down. If you're jumping down, you would need to make a acrobatics check.
Let's go with climbing down. I want to get down.
Okay, so you spend 10 points of movement moving down.
There.
And then
I want to be a 1 away in case it starts crumbling.
Oh, wait. You don't have a climb ability. So
do I need to roll it then?
It would be there's enough damage and stuff that you don't need to make an athletics check. I'm just trying to remember. It's rough terrain, so it would be 20 feet movement for you to climb down 10 feet.
Let's see. Then I think that actually is still the exact right movement.
Yeah,
for my movement. Okay, cool.
I was just, being pedantic. Okay, so that makes it the Gruul's turn finally. Let's see here now. He just got beaten to shiced with a bunch of stuff. So what he's going to do back is, let's see, he's already got that one running, and that takes his concentration, so he can't use that. He is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself at 3rd level. So he heals 1, 2. I know I have a 3rd one of these. Okay, there you are. Sorry, I couldn't find my 3rd D8. So he heals 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's a total. That's an 8, so he heals 19 plus his spellcasting ability, which is 5, so he heals 24.
Jeebus.
Yeah, fighting healers ain't fun.
Yeah.
Well, at least for attacking the right one.
So he holds his staff up and he shouts something in a language that I'm assuming none of y'all speak Primordial.
Not me.
I do not.
He
No.
shouts something in Primordial and his wounds start binding closed. That was his action. He doesn't have a bonus action that he can take, so he's going to get some distance and cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's about as good as he can get right now. Okay. That's going to put it on Rail's turn.
Okay. So the big dude in metal armor,
Yeah.
Is the one right in front of.
Yep.
He's wearing metal armor, right? It doesn't
It's
look like it's
like-
part of him.
No, it is literally, it's a giant earth elemental that has had metal plating bolted to its body.
Oh. That changes what I was going to do a little bit. Alright, in that case, I am going to cast... Let's see. Who's getting in melee range? Casting Bless on myself? Myself, Faraday, or...
Thank you.
Okay, so yourself, Faradir,
So
and
that's...
Grigum?
yes.
Okay. So what form does your blessing take?
Spectral Crow.
Okay.
Flutter over to each of them and dissipate into a burst of feather.
So, these, like, iridescent glowing crows kind of land on each of your shoulders and thrum with energy for a second before... and just a cloud of glowing feathers cascades around y'all. You have to maintain concentration on that, remember. But for the duration,
I do.
Everyone that has been blessed has a plus D4 to saving throws and attack rolls. Because y'all have been missing so much. I'm sorry,
Is
what?
this map supposed to be
Oh,
like
it also-
one of those Minds puzzles where it like changes dimensions? Because I'm totally getting floating buildings and stuff when I cross my eyes wrong.
Well, I would advise not crossing your eyes wrong.
Okay.
Do it the right way.
Okay, so that's your action. Do you have a bonus action, Rail? Putting on a hat.
Stealing an idea. This is the concentration cap. While I'm wearing it, I got concentration.
I like that. I'm going to borrow that for my games.
Alright, I'm stealing from somebody else's game, so no worries.
What are you
Alright,
oh, Hex,
So
right.
that was my...
Oh my god, I need to deal
I'm
some...
not going to put that on my head. If I had my little mini hats in here that I got from Dollar Tree, I'd have put one on.
That was adorable. I love you. Bonus
If I
action,
had the
Rail.
time to run upstairs, I would get my actual wizard hat. Alright, so that was my main action. As my bonus action... let's see. I took damage from that rock attack.
Yep.
Grigum and Faradir, you guys did as well.
Yeah, not much.
So did Kay.
I'm good for right now.
I'm still confused whether or not I took any damage after making the save.
Yeah, you got 6
Yes,
damage.
you took
You
half.
save for half damage.
Okay. All right, because I asked and nobody answered.
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
I
It may
didn't
have
know,
been-
so I didn't answer.
I may have missed that while we were like, Rail, can I hear you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Rail?
Like
Right,
I dropped the
Grigum,
message.
did you take-
quietly.
Oh,
Grigum,
I
you
don't
took
look
full
at the
damage,
thing.
though?
No,
No,
I
he
saved,
took half.
Yeah.
You saved. Alright.
which is why I asked.
Alright, so for my bonus action, I will cast Shillelagh then.
Okay, it is a cantrip. It is a bonus action.
Wait a second. Wait a second. No, I will not cast Shillelagh. I didn't realize. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
No.
But because I cast a spell. You're right.
Yep.
You're right. Shillelagh it is. I will get this down eventually.
That's alright. You'll figure it out just in time for you to not be playing a caster anymore.
Oh, please! I always play a caster. I actually could not tell you. I don't think I've ever played a non-caster. I've always been at least a partial caster.
I'm
Yeah.
planning on one for campaign 2 to be a non-caster.
Alright. Alright, so then
I
as
can't
soon
wait
as I can get
to be a
roll 20 to reload,
Campaign 2.
am going
I
to
hope you like
move-
Mad Max.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some distance between me and everybody else.
Not going to clump up for me?
I'm just waiting for roll 20 to load back.
That's weird. I see you on roll 20 still.
That is weird. I had to reload the page. So I am going to move over here. Well, hang on, wait a second. Where did the other caster move?
I'm down.
You
Do
know
you
what?
mean the Gruul?
I'm gonna chase his ass down.
Oh,
It costs 20 movement to get down from the roof.
Yeah, you don't have a climbing ability, so you have to spend 2 feet of movement
Right.
for every foot that you climb.
Okay. So 1, 2, so 5. Hang on. This is down to so 5, 15. Or no, 5.
I think you could get here.
25, 30. You are correct. I think. All right, and that's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. That's Dead Fred is up. You told him to not do anything, so he's just like. Okay. Watcher's turn.
Watcher is very happy. Thank you very much.
Okay, back to the top
He's
of.
not a combat pseudo dragon. He
Why is
just
he
does
on
it when he has to.
He rolls in so that she can use him to deliver potions.
That is an excellent use for a drag, pseudo or otherwise.
I mean, she could also have him deliver touch spells, but she has 2 spells.
I'm out of spells.
Yeah. Okay, Grigum Fairdeer, you're up, and Fairdeer, if you want to command K, you have to use your bonus action.
Okay. Grogum, do you want to go first?
I most certainly would love to. What's the attack range of natural attack, melee attack range of this giant Goliath thing?
We
The
don't know.
elemental, it did not throw a fist at y'all. It picked up a rock and just like yeeted at y'all. So you get the impression that you're probably not in its melee range just yet.
Okay. Fairdeer, move. It's like I'm gonna be like leaping off your end.
You can kind of squeeze past
Right.
people, especially since you're.
I know, but I'm saying this
Can we-
in character. I'm saying
Can
this.
we do a split kind of turn then?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I plan to move anyway, so I'll just go ahead and do my movement, and he could do his action.
Oh,
then I
right,
do mine.
yeah. It's literally
that
just
work?
10 feet of movement for you since you have the natural climb. So y'all
Yep.
watch as
Right.
Fairdeer just kind of scuttles his way down and across the street.
Well, shit. Now I can't do what I want to do.
Do his tentacles make suction cup noises?
Yes, they go.
Okay,
Like, I
how
have,
it
like-
work?
Now I have to engage with this fucker because there's no one but the zombie and the dog to combat it. I was going to make a beeline straight for this fucker, but no.
This is why we should talk out our plans.
Yes,
I say
I see.
I say we kill this dude first.
Right.
Then we
but
concentrate on this dude.
well, the thing is that we need someone to blockade him from moving anywhere.
I don't think a
Distract-
goblin is going to do that with a giant that takes
Do you see anyone else right now?
I mean-
1 square feet.
I mean, do you
Hang on.
want me
Dogs are
to?
going
If
crazy.
K helps?
Dogs are going crazy. Hang on.
Yay, dogs. I mean, this is literally the point that having zombie fodder is useful for.
Yeah,
That is true.
If I could get him there in time. Yeah.
Oh, right, I need to pull.
just throw
You
him.
have zombie stats? Do you have zombie stats?
Yeah.
Zombie stats. Do you have zombie stats?
Of course. Zombie and pseudo dragon.
Time for zombie jamboree.
Can't be a boss without your ads.
Should I go ahead and take my turn since the
Yeah,
mages-
y'all are going at the same time.
Certainly. Okay, so attack healer dude. This guy.
Okay.
Attack number 1, and this doesn't count like his cover or something weird like that, right?
No, you have a pretty straight line of sight to him.
Cool. It's going to be
Okay. Anyway, it's like
Okay.
Back.
Never
I
mind.
don't want us to be in a flanking position, so someone has to be a middle ground between this thing and the healer. It's like,
I could get the zombie to the edge of the roof. I can't get him down except with splatting him. So I can get him to the edge.
Aw.
the thing is that I wanted to be over there because I have the movement for it. It's like,
I could put the zombie at the edge.
it's like
Oh dang, you can be
Edge
right.
isn't going to do anything because neither of them have apparently the reach to do with this.
Oh, I'm sure he'll move up to the edge and attack the zombie.
Why? It's like, can you explain why?
Because it'll be growling at him.
That means nothing to an elemental, especially a controlled elemental. It's like,
And waving its arms?
Yeah, so let's controlled. Controlled by whom?
I would assume this caster,
So
Yeah, I'll
who should
just-
we go
Probably.
after first?
Oh well,
the caster. But we don't need this thing beating on our asses while we're in melee with the
I'm going
caster.
after the
Why don't we
elemental.
just
So
all-
zombie and I will go
We're-
after the
There's a point. There is something called crowd control. Do you understand it?
Yeah, kill the ads.
Yeah, well,
Okay. I say we just all play keep away with the elemental until we get the caster down.
You know what?
Right.
Do
I'm
you
going
want
after
me to-
the elemental.
I'm going after the caster, so
go for him.
I'm leaping off because I have slow fall and I can ignore like
yeah.
25 feet. of
Okay, so that
distance.
doesn't even
I'm
move.
rushing.
Yeah, dropping down takes no distance movement for you. So
Yeah.
you run right up to the caster. Okay.
And I'm, despite the link I just threw together here, I'm trying to avoid melee, striking
Yeah.
range from
You,
this
you
thing.
skirted the edge.
I'm just,
Yeah.
like I have 40 feet. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, first and foremost, drunkard staff. And it's like,
Actually, okay.
Hmm?
Never mind. I was gonna say I can't take my bonus action right now, right?
Uh,
Oh no, that wouldn't work anyway. Never mind. Ignore
how
me.
does a nat 20 do you?
your staff grows in length 5 feet, and you crit. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I need to roll a second d6. It's like,
Yep. Double your
Alright.
double your damage dice. Wow, that's fun to say.
all right.
Alliteration.
So 5, 2
Always.
plus 4. It's like, that makes
11.
Yeah, 11. I was like, so I guess 11 damage. I was like,
Alrighty. Goodbye
And
half of
then-
that healing you just did.
okay, and then extra attack. I was like,
Mhm.
that probably is gonna miss with. Let's see. 13. It's like,
Yeah, no, sorry.
all right. And then spending key points for flurry of blows. It's like,
Okay.
Kick his butt.
oh shoot! It's like I've been using the wrong damage dice because it keeps giving me one hit damage. It's like, do you mind if I re-roll with the proper damage dice
This time.
this time? All right. It's like, okay, so 14.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, it's like, now we move on to unarmed strike.
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows. Oh. Oh, how does. How does a 15 do? It's like
That'll hit.
5 damage on that one. It's like,
Alrighty.
and then 14 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
9 damage.
Okay.
And then part of my, I want to say, drunken technique.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, let's see, I moved 35. So I get I have 5 left over. Like
Mhm.
additional 10 So I can just meander 15 feet. So I'm just going to be like that
Okay.
without as a disengage action, I think.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, you didn't technically leave us range.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't
I
leave his
didn't
range, so.
technically leave.
But yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of the circling mongoose, whatever the fuck you want to call it, around him.
The circle strafe.
Just
That's-
cheesing Han Solo, butt gun. That's like
The Unreal Tournament
technique
2003.
You're-
from
you're
Terrace
fun.
Coffee.
You get to name the technique.
Okay, he's like, monkey spins
also,
the bottle.
hold on. Were you rolling the extra dice when you made those attacks from us?
From what? It's like
Bless.
bless. What happened above bless?
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, that's right. You had
Son
a
of a gun.
plus 1d4.
Yeah.
no,
Oh my
I
God.
did not use 1d4
That's-
on any of
This
that.
is why I'm wearing the hat. Gotta remember what buffs I put on you.
Okay.
What hat? It's like,
We'll get them next time. That's a little bit too much to backtrack
Yes.
oh, it's like,
No. Yeah. Just
I'm sorry,
remember,
I'm not.
Well,
I don't
have bless on
always.
you.
I don't see like. I do not see Discord 24/7 here right now.
through. Yeah, I'm not actually looking at Discord. I'm looking at 7
Yeah,
other
like,
things.
Okay, next time tell me to put something on my character to remind me. He's like,
Sure.
I'll do so
I will
now.
give you a icon for
I think this will do
bless.
for bless. It's like,
Oh, that'll do.
I think this will do for bless.
Yeah.
It's like,
Alright.
I guess I should do that for everyone.
And that goes for, Faraday and myself as well.
Now I just have to remember to take them off when I break
Sorry,
concentration.
Sorry, Ingrid. Yeah.
There we go.
We'll keep
Okay.
it working.
All right. Faraday, the rest of your turn.
22 to this guy.
To hit or damage?
To hit.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. So, what's the damage roll?
Hold on. 16 for the first hit.
Okay.
And that's 24 to hit.
All right, that'll hit.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 15 damage.
All right.
And I'm gonna move K behind me.
Okay, so you shout the order to
Alright.
come. Well, he would have fought
That's
done
my
that
turn.
normally anyway. All right.
Can Kay move that far?
What's K's movement? Because he doesn't have the climb ability you have.
20, 25, 30, 35.
In fact, it's very hard
Well,
for dogs to climb.
Right here, then.
If it's 30, he's here.
It's 40.
Okay.
Okay. I do
Nice.
need you to make me a acrobatics or an athletics check for K because dogs are not as great at climbing as people.
Aw.
That would be a natural 20.
Yeah, he handles that like a
Nice.
champ. He basically like
So
just
given the path he took,
yeah, he
can't
jumps
just
on
bounce
Rail's
off my head.
shoulder. Yeah, he jumps off a rail and then just leaps the rest of the way.
It's
Oh
kind
my
of
God.
Scooby Doo's it.
we have K the Wonder Dog.
Okay, so it's the elemental's turn
Alright.
again.
Totally fine with that.
So he has to catch up to y'all. That's really 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He kind of rumbles through. He's going to use Thunder Strike. And let's see here now. So, attack roll. That is a 19 plus 7 for
Hits.
26. Okay, so that is 2d6 plus 4 bludgeoning damage. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And he used Thunder Strike, which is an extra 3d10.
Oof. Hey guys, thanks for leaving
5,
nobody between me and
9,
the golem.
10, 11,
elemental
12,
thing.
13, 14, 15 total for the Thunder Strike. So,
How much damage?
Damn it. What was the first number I said? I know 15 damage for Thunder Strike, and was 2d4...
I think it was a 10.
Yeah, 14,
I think
and
it was
then...
10 the first?
Yeah. 10 plus 4 for 14, and then... 15 for the Thunder Strike for 25 total. And you need to make...
25.
Yeah, a strength saving throw.
Okay, at least I get to add... I'd get to add a d4 to it at least.
Yep, because blessed.
And then I need to
Oh,
roll for
actually, I
concentration.
need you to roll concentration, too. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah,
Son of
you
crap.
have Warcaster, right?
Quick question: his disadvantage on strength wouldn't affect that, would it?
No, that's only affects checks, not attack rolls.
Okay.
Hold up. What do I roll for concentration again?
Just make a
And
constitution check.
Number is
Half of the
Constitution
damage you
save with
took.
advantage.
So, 25,
So
2. So you need to make a 13 constitute on a 13.
okay, but I have advantage on it.
Mm-hmm.
And does bless help with concentration?
Yeah, it's a skill.
It's a check,
It's a check. It's a saving throw.
All right. Cool. So I roll with advantage. That's a 4. Oh, I need to make 13. So I don't need to add the other rolls. So I made the concentration saving. So the spell stays up.
Okay.
And then what was the other one? Was the strength roll?
Yeah, you need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Ha ha ha. How does an 11 do?
You are knocked prone. So, a
Ow.
prone creature's only movement option is to crawl unless it stands up and thereby ends the condition. The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Since he's still there distracting it, if I got opposite, could I still get flanking or no?
No, he's not currently... Well, yeah, he's still being threatened, so yeah, you could still get flanked. And now he is going to use his other maul attack on the now
Oh my God.
prone rail.
Welp.
That is a 18.
That hits.
Okay. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15. And you need to make another Constitution saving throw.
Well, I am unconscious.
Oh, well, then never mind. Bless fades.
Yep.
So,
Thanks, guys.
this is what I was trying to tell you. It's like,
Hey, if
I
I'm
wasn't expecting Kay to leave me alone.
should I have rolled a separate initiative for the zombie if I'm controlling it?
I'm not treating it like Fairdeer's pet. It's its own creature and initiative.
Okay.
Because otherwise you just have a
Alright.
horde of
Let's go
monsters acting after you. So, Rail is unconscious and will need to make a death saving throw on its turn. That's the end of the elemental's turn. Ingrid, you are up.
Oh,
I'll take here.
I am dead.
Huh? No, you're unconscious. You're not
I
dead.
think I have a backup character role.
I'll take here. I'll command the zombie with my bonus turn so it can act on it, and let's see if I can get some Eldritch Blast in.
Okay. So you're point blanking this?
I got a natural 20 for my first one.
Okay.
I got to roll because disadvantage, right? Actually,
I was about to say.
forgot how my spells work. Can I do it? Should I
Since
do from here and then move?
Yes.
It's been a while.
Well, say you were shooting while you ran up.
Okay. Forgot how my spells work. Okay.
Natural
that-
20.
That's a 6 and a 10 for damage, so 20 damage on the first one.
20 damage on the first one. Okay.
And I got to double the hex dice too, so another 7 damage. So 27 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And then the second one, a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
So 9, 13 more damage.
Okay.
And now I'll be like, hey, dude. And I'll order my zombie for his turn.
Okay. All right, and we will just you will have to tell me what he does when it gets around to him. But for now, it's the Gruul's turn. The Gruul looks fucking fucked. And so, he's already lost control over... Huh? What?
Just, Ingrid, you could have Watcher deliver a potion.
It's not his turn yet.
Watch is at the end of the round. Okay, the Gruul looks fucking fucked. He's already lost control of the current elemental that he has out. So, his response is to cast Conjure Elemental again at 6th level. Wait, no, he didn't. Okay, yeah. At 6th level to...
But this one doesn't have time to get all the armor bolted on it, right?
No, it comes pre-armored.
Aw.
The ground kind of rumbles and splits as this earthen form shoots up out of it. The metal from sewer pipes and infrastructure bonding and bolting to it in a very rough plate mail.
Note to self, Mage Slayer. It's like next feat. It's like...
And he cannot move out of range of Griggum without dying, so instead he moves 5, 10 feet behind Griggum.
Alright.
I need to roll initiative for this guy. 5. Okay. So he acts after Fred. Elm 2. And his hit points.
As slow as frozen mud.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's going to get to act on this round. If he had rolled too high, he would have gotten to act this round. That's going to end his turn. Rail, make a death saving throw, please.
Yay. That's just a flat d20?
Make a d20 roll. You want to hit higher than 10. No bonuses, anything like that.
I got 10 saves too.
16.
16, that's one save. Yeah, 10 or higher, sorry. Alright. Fred is up. What did you tell Fred to do?
Go wail on the dude. So I can't move him, so he needs to go to this corner to get advantage.
So what is his movement?
So he's falling off the roof.
He has 20. I think he's got enough for that. Exactly.
These are 5 each.
On that corner. Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Couldn't he have moved diagonal and been here or no? Because...
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. He will need to make either... He's going to have to jump off to get to that point. So you need to make either
Oh, I thought the thing was really big where he could just wail on it.
He's not right up against the building. There's a 5-foot gap. Does Fred have 10 feet reach?
Yeah.
Long arms, Fred, they call.
Just have him do a flying leap attack.
I mean, he's bludgeoning an elemental anyway, so I guess if he can flying leap on it,
Okay.
that would work.
Make either a dexterity or an athletics check. I'm leaving this up to you how you do this.
Yeah, try to just jump on its shoulders and beat on it.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay. Make the check first, just to see like how well this goes.
What's my check? What check am I making?
Either
The attack?
dexterity. Make either a dexterity or an athletics check.
Okay. An athletics of 8.
8. Okay. So Fred kind of like takes
Splat.
takes 3 points falling damage,
See?
but he's not prone because you didn't roll a 1, and I'm being nice because your healer is almost dead. Okay. So go ahead and make the attack with dead Fred.
Sure. 17.
17, that will not hit. Fred just kind of like scrapes at the dirt and metal.
Really?
Yeah, these.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That brings it to the new elemental's turn.
Oh, did he have advantage because I'm in that spot?
You're flanking. He'll have advantage. Go ahead.
Wait.
Oh, it's still not good. Okay, that's all.
Gets
I
to
wanted
act
to
on
check.
his turn?
I'm sorry. What?
That's
Yeah,
gets
he
to
already
act on
said
his
that.
turn because it seems like so if he rolled higher, he wouldn't do combat this turn. Like that doesn't really make sense.
I don't know who's clicking and buzzing. I'm hearing. Call forth an elemental servant. Elemental.
Because what I'm saying is that say you got
I'm
21
reading-
on his.
Do they not get summoning sickness?
Roll for initiative. It has its own turn. It obeys the verbal commands you issue to it. No action. If you don't issue any commands, the elemental defends itself from hostile creatures. Literally, that is it.
So since he didn't get to issue a command, or did he use the bonus action for command?
Oh no, he summoned it and then immediately dropped it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, elemental. Roll initiative for the elemental, which has its own turns. It obeys any verbal commands you issue to it, but that's not important because he doesn't have concentration on it. It's basically he summoned an elemental, let it go to rampage because he's pretty fucked up and he's hoping the distraction of 2 elementals will buy him enough time to get away. So the elemental has this initiative. It rolled 5, which puts that 5 on the initiative time. It is initiative past 5, so the elemental gets to go.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, if he rolled a higher initiative than the
Drop
caster,
it,
he
fair
wouldn't
dear.
have
Come on.
Yes, if he had
Stop
rolled
it.
a higher initiative, if I had rolled a 20, the elemental would not have gotten to act until, like, round 20.
Okay, that just. Okay.
Look, I'm the one in danger here. I'm willing to
Do
take
not
the hit.
argue with the GM.
Elemental
Okay.
takes 5-foot step forward. He's going to use Thunderous Strike. So, first the attack roll. 16 plus 7 is 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Barely.
Alright. So that is 15 bludgeoning damage. And
Alright.
then where's my D10 again? Thunder Strike for an extra 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Okay. So I made a goof. It's like I put in minus 15 15 and then hit damage, and it just gave me 15 hit points. So I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
So now I've got to figure out what.
Math.
Hang on. So let me go back. It's like when I got hit with that boulder, that was 6.
Well, I mean, if it added 15, just take away 30, and then you're good.
No, hold. That's not the issue.
Okay.
Because I took damage before. So then I didn't, and then I put in minus 15, and then hit damage, and it ended up adding to my health, which maxed it out. And it's like, the problem is I can't just
the max range.
yeah,
Okay.
but since I can't just simply say 15 and then do damage again, because then that means the damage I took before had been negated. It's like, so I had to
Well,
figure out
didn't
what
you
my
only
damage
take
was before.
19.
You took
That's
6 damage
exact-
before.
Yeah, and I needed to know what that damage was. It was 6, and it's like,
Yeah.
so now I then put 15 in damage. It's like, there we go. It's like, we're good. It's like,
Okay. Make a
Alright.
strength saving throw to keep from being knocked prone, as it basically like just wallops you straight down with a massive iron-coated fist.
prepare for me to Goku catch this. And boy howdy, it's like, it is a good one. 17.
17, you're not knocked prone. You take the damage, but you're not knocked prone. It follows it up with its second attack, which is 20, not natural.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that is another 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage
Still up. It's like,
from its second fist. All right.
And I'd like to remind you that both, you have no potion, but Fairdeer and Rail have a regular potion on them.
Mhm.
So, of course, Rail can't use his until he's up.
Yes.
or you loot it from his body. It's like,
if you knew where Faradir kept it, I would let you send Watcher to grab it and administer it.
I'm thinking Watcher's going to douse Rail and then steal his potion.
Okay. Which potion size is this one?
Watcher's going to use a greater on Rail.
Okay, so Watcher kind of skirts the edge of the elemental so he doesn't trigger damage, gets to Rail, delivers the potion. Since you are delivering the potion, go ahead and roll the healing for me, please. I believe that greater is 44 plus...
44.
Yeah.
So 4, 1, 1, and 3. So that's 9, 2, 12, 13. 13 healing.
13. Okay, Rel,
13
you
healing?
come to with a little dragon with mummy wrappings on his arms, pouring a potion in your mouth. He like, and then skitters
Okay.
off back to Ingrid. You are still prone.
And steals his potion from his pocket if possible.
Make a sleight of hand check for Watcher.
Okay. No.
Well, what was it? Because this is just to see if he notices.
Okay. Like 5.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Rail, you come to with Watcher in his like little mummy wrapping, pouring a potion over you. He very obviously makes eye contact with you, reaches into your pocket, takes the potion out, and then scuttles back to Ingrid.
I'm a little uncomfortable with the eye contact, but okay.
it's
I am-
called a
I am
power
happy
play.
to be alive. How about that?
Okay, so I'm assuming that's all Watcher is doing.
Yeah.
Alright, we are back up to Griggum,
Alright,
Fairdeer, and Kay.
Okay. I am fully blitzed by this situation. However, I'm going to go down swinging and running like a coward. So I was like,
Hey, says the
I'm-
shaman.
so I'm going to smack this shaman upside the head again with my staff. It's like, I'm going to use the right damage die this time. It's like, Okay.
And have bless. Don't forget for your attack
No,
roll.
not
no.
have
Bless
blessed.
faded.
Oh
Bless
no,
faded.
that's right. That's
Yes,
Yeah.
bless
I'm
faded.
not wearing the hat, therefore
bless.
no concentration.
okay. I gotta
But-
watch for the hat.
I did roll a 9. Double checking the math. 19. It's like
Yeah.
to hit.
That'll hit.
All right.
All right.
9 damage. It's like
9 damage. He is
Mhm.
bad. Like, he looks like he's barely
And-
holding on.
extra attack. That is a 22.
22 will hit, yes.
10 damage.
He is down. How do you do this?
Hey.
Oh, this is pretty much like, I want to say the staff pretty much changes size, right?
Yeah, it's already actually gone. It has, like, maybe 5-foot energy shimmering off the tip of it.
Like, I want to say for a very brief moment, I'm able to shift its size willingly. It's like, and it pretty much is, I knock both of his knees so he's on his feet, and then I jab the staff into his face, and it extends at the exact same moment. It's like,
So he falls to his knees, and you just, like, lance thrust it almost, as the energy just, burns through the back of his head as sizzle for a second before he collapses backwards.
and I'm like, eat staff. I don't know. It's eat
Cough.
Canadian lumber. And then,
Lots of Canada.
It's a popular drink in the Green Belt.
All right.
Okay.
so then, key point for flurry of blows.
Out of
And
curiosity,
I will be striking.
you don't have the monk magic fist thing, right? You're a drunk monk, right?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's next level. I get it.
Okay. No,
Level
I mean
6
no.
is when-
The stunning strike or whatever it is.
Oh no, I do have stunning strike.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
I was like,
Magic fist sounds inappropriate.
yeah.
Okay. Just
yeah.
checking.
Like in this case, it's I just don't have a very good DC with it. It's like,
Okay.
so I'm just like, so it doesn't seem much of a use unless I just flurry of blows the whole thing. But actually, no, I can't flurry of blows it because it's no.
I can't
Yeah,
see
want
any
to
reason
make
why you
a
couldn't.
melee strike. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I see no reason why I couldn't. So yeah, it would have to be a flurry of blows thing when I try to use it for me. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't one strike and stun someone. He's like, so yeah, I'm going to make an attack against the golem. He's like,
Elemental. I made the same mistake.
elemental. He's like,
Yeah, trust me, if this was a golem, things would be much worse. I mean, things are
okay,
bad.
so how does a 22 do?
That'll hit.
It's like, so like 3 or 4, no, it's 7, and I'll use Fury of the additional 5 damage. So let's see, so 12 damage. And it's like, then second strike. Another is like 20
Yep, that'll hit.
for 9 damage. For 9 damage, it's like, and then I'll use Drunken Technique, which allows me to move 50 feet
God
and
damn.
disengage. It's like,
So we're running, guys.
So you punch it twice, and you see like chips of stone flaking off of it, and leave a few dents in it, but it does not seem to have taken much damage from your hits.
I'm still
actually, hang on. Yeah, no, I'll just be here.
Yee!
Just go.
Zoidberg your way.
Probably.
All right, Fair Deer.
Move over here.
I do not have much health left, guy.
Let's see.
On the bright side, they both spent
Magazine
their
size
big
for the
smash.
crossbow is 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I realized how much does it take to reload?
One action. I believe it's an action or bonus action. It should say on the weapon.
Okay.
How many have you
1
fired
second.
so far? Just a couple, right?
He's made
No, I'm
4
8.
attacks each turn, so yeah.
Okay.
From what I remember, when using a crossbow, loading just simply 1 attack with it per round. It's like,
Yeah, this is a he fires 2 crossbow bolts every time he fires it. It has a magazine of 10, and I believe when he finishes it, because I don't have your sheets open right now because I have enough to keep track of, I believe when he empties his last round, he has to spend a action or an attack, I'm not sure, reloading it. I guess I can open up the sheets and find it.
1
okay,
second.
so it's
An action. Okay.
Okay.
So,
it's a special crossbow. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
it's the repeating crossbow, basically.
Yep.
So,
Because there has to be something to balance out being able to shoot 4 crossbow bolts in a turn.
yeah. So, which one's more heavily damaged?
The one between Ingrid, Rail, and Freddy has taken the most hits. It's looking pretty hurt. It's not on its knees, but it's missing like gouts of it has gorges in it, and like the metal is looking kind of shaky and loose.
And can I take my bonus action before my main?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so shifting Hunter's Mark to this one,
Okay.
and then I'm going to make 1 attack.
All right.
And that's going to be a 20, I guess, 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 7, 4, 11, and 15 total.
Alrighty.
And then can I take my second attack? Would that be reload, or do I have to expend the
I
full
would let
action?
you. When I initially made it, you didn't have the ability to fire twice. I will revise it. You have to just spend an attack to reload.
Okay. That's what I do.
Okay, so y'all see Fairdeer, he shoots twice, and then he kind of like hits a cage on the back of it, and like the back portion of the crossbow pops open, and he starts feeding bolts into it rapidly. Okay, updating health. And no orders for K?
I can't. I
Okay,
use my bonus action
Oh, yeah.
to shift Hunter's Mark.
so K moves... Actually, he's going to stay right where he is. And he takes
Yeah.
a defensive stance to protect Griggum because he sees Griggum's in a rough spot.
Yeah.
So that's this elemental's turn. Let's see here now. It is Berserk. So 2. Alright, Ingrid then. So it turns and it raises a fist and smashes it down towards Ingrid.
Okay.
So let's see, attack is 17, 18, 19.
A 19 does hit.
That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. Oh, I was supposed to get 15 temp hit points, not 10. So, okay, so that's going to put me at down to 4 temp hit points, and it's going to take 15 damage.
Okay, and that's magic damage, so it's not reduced. Okay, now it's starting to look rough. Okay, that was its first attack. And wait, hold on. Does it get its Thunderous Strike back? It does not get its Thunderous Strike back, so it only has one attack. Okay, it's done. It's not going to move, so Rail, you... Wait, no, Ingrid, then Rail, sorry. Ingrid, you're up.
Let's go with the Eldritch Blast again. So,
You're at disadvantage.
no, I'm not. I'm canceled out.
Oh, because you have... That's only for melee.
Okay.
So you need to move back a step, I think.
Does he look like he has the reach to support me moving back a step?
He's only been swinging at people directly in front of him.
Well, let's do the first things first. I'm going to take my bonus action and Maddening Hex him for 4 damage.
Okay. So there's like this like cacophony of whispers and black and green radiant
It
energy
just sounds like
kind of
rustling bird feathers
yeah,
really loudly.
it kind of just
And then I will
echoes
take-
through the area.
I will take that step back. I want to see if he's going to hit at me.
All right, he will spend his reaction. 16, 17, 23.
Okay, that hits, and 15 more damage for him.
Oh wow, I rolled literally 2 1s, so 6 damage to you, 15 to him. That was
Yeah.
not an even trade.
Okay, so I am down to actual. Okay, cool. So now I'll do Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack rolls.
The first one's only an 11. I don't get any flanking now that I'm like a space away, even though the zombie's opposite, right?
Yeah, no, flanking is only for melee.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next one's 17.
Nope, sorry, they both like off of his the metal armor.
Okay, then I will go ahead and take a little more movement since I have the zombie there to try to distract him. And not actually sure which way I want to take movement. I want to be here, I think. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
I said I'm good, and I'm going to stick with that. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so the Gruul is either dead or dying, so it's Rail's turn.
Wait, what's either dead?
The Gruul.
The shaman.
Oh, the. All right, so I am going. Cast Toll the thing right in front of me.
Never heard of that spell. Is that also a drink on the greenway? Told the
Alright.
thing right in front of me.
So that is a Wisdom.
The dead.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, it has shit Wisdom. This is not going to go good. Yeah, 6.
Don't jinx it.
Okay, that's 2d12, I believe you roll.
I believe you are correct.
I mean, that's why I'm the DM. Because I know the rules. I spend all my time studying the rules.
Yes.
Even if it doesn't
find a
sound
12,
right, like that a creature should get to go at the same turn that it's summoned.
Can we move on?
Yes, I can.
Mm,
All right. It's like so.
shoot, what's a 12
I mean, they're red creatures. They always have haste.
There is a 12-sided.
True. That is very true.
Yeah, so it is taking 2d12 necrotic damage, so it takes 11 and 5. 16 necrotic damage to it.
16. You hear this, like, it's not so much a bell, it's almost like the sound of a crying raven or a crow, as, like, rot and mold starts creeping up along the elemental sides, and large chunks of it just start falling off. It is looking bad now. It's like got holes in it, like the metal is almost completely off of its body.
See, the tolling of sunken bells in the deep.
And it is Freddy's
Uh,
turn.
Nice.
No, that's not the end of
He
my.
wants to move.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
That was
That was just one action. All right.
Sorry, I'm so
Alright.
used
He has
to
no
Going-
reaction if you want to move. I burned his reaction for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm going to stand. So, how much movement to standing up to?
half of your movement to stand up. Prone
Nice,
is
that leaves me with
rough.
15.
I definitely didn't burn his reaction on purpose.
It's like that was very good. So I have 15 movement left. How do I do the movement? I'm going to move. That. Shoot, how do you move in this?
You click on it and then move back. Where do you want to move to? Just ping it.
Behind Faraday or
Okay.
5, 10. You know what? Here.
There?
One more to.
Good.
And I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word.
Yeah, you get cast a cantrip, so yeah,
on-
you can do that.
Alright, so Healing Word on Grigum's the most messed up with.
Yes.
5 hit points.
Yep, Healing Word it
What's
is.
it?
So
No.
you are healing back.
I believe it's
5 hit.
1d4. Yeah.
It's better than nothing.
So you're at 10.
How many again? 5? Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Hooray! I now have more blood to hemorrhage.
Can I give him an inspiration to re-roll that heal?
I would allow this, yes.
Please
Okay.
don't. Don't.
Do any
No,
better.
don't.
You
Don't.
shouldn't.
Okay, alright. It's like, what level did you even
Heal-
cast it at?
First.
Healing Word is 1d4 plus.
Yeah. He literally
Right,
rolled
it's like
1.
per
Oh.
level. It's like,
No,
I didn't
it's a
realize I
can.
could have upcast it.
Yeah.
It's not a cantrip. No, okay, it is not a cantrip. I did not realize I can up.
Yeah.
Do
Do you want to cast it at a higher level?
Would you mind if I cast it at level?
Yeah, no, that's fine. If you can legally cast it,
Yes,
I
that's-
will be fine with that.
Okay, so in that case, instead of 5, you heal 8.
I like how you had to get into melee range for a ranged heal. It's like,
I
I'm not
don't
getting
think
in
that was
melee
why he
range for-
moved.
I'm
Okay.
getting into melee range to get the hell up.
I know. It's like, instead of 5, I heal 8. It's like,
But that's not why.
so instead of 5, I heal 8. It's like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 more damage. 3 more healing. What?
So
That's
instead
my
of
turn.
10, you're at 13.
Yep.
It's not bad. That's a solid hit.
yeah.
Undead Fred, what you doing? You gave him an order.
It is going to keep wailing,
Okay.
and it's already down on the ground, so it's actually going to move like here to be where it has a clearer shot and less rubble on the ground.
Okay.
I can see him like limp, like rushing to
So,
the other
let's
side.
see. Plus 3 to hit. 21.
That'll hit.
7 damage.
Okay.
How do you want to do this? No, I'm kidding.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, first Fred would like to thank the Academy.
Fred kind of like grabs it and like starts tearing through the dirt. Like now that he's found an open place, he's just burrowing into the thing's chest. All right.
Sounds good.
Oof.
Elemental 2's turn. It attacks the nearest creature, which 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. It advances on Ingrid. Check to see if it gets its thunderous
I mean,
smash.
yeah.
Does not get its thunder smash. Thunder. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't smash you.
Just,
No smash.
21.
the other stuff it does. Yeah, that
21 too?
hits.
Okay. Uh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Not great, but okay.
Okay.
Long as they're conscious.
And that's its turn. Watcher's turn.
It would like to take the potion it stole from Rael over to Grigum.
Okay.
Because it should, with flying, be
Yeah.
able to make that and back pretty easy.
Yeah. And I'm
And it's under my cape, so is it really like in its notice? Do I need to worry about that, or
I would say no.
if
It wasn't
if
aware
so-
of. It didn't see Watcher beforehand, so it doesn't know it's there, so it's not watching for it to, like, be an opportunity to attack. So I'll
Okay,
say
so
it's okay.
Watcher's gonna dump a regular potion on Grigum and then fly back again?
Okay.
So
So,
that's what,
Brigham-
2d4?
Watcher kind of flutters over to you, makes eye contact, pulls out a little bottle, and pours healing potion over you, and then flies back to Ingrid.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2. So I'll go ahead and roll that.
Oh.
The person who administers it rolls it.
8. And Mom's call it. Well, not during stream. Okay, 8 healing, and then it's going to ping you the images of Fairdeer and one red potion in his hand, and then a big number 0 and potion and a picture of the group.
And it's all like
And
the
then fly
mental
back to me.
images you get are all cartoony style. So it's like a big head Faradir with like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Fairdeer's the only one with a potion left, is what it's telling you.
Right.
Okay. Grigum, Faradir, and Kay, you are up.
All right. He's like, so here's my plan. He's like,
We run?
maybe. He's like I was thinking, dropping myself like here and just so I get a flank because my staff is at a reach property now.
Yep.
And then go into perfect defense so I can defend against any retaliation.
Okay. Go ahead and make your
And
attack.
just
Sounds
play like a ranged keep away thing here, and I've got at least a thing of health. It's like,
I intend to attack and then possibly run,
go
depending.
do that. I will cover your flank. Like, someone has to slow these things down. It's like, yeah. Okay. Oh, right. Advantage. It's like, I nearly forgot.
And it's a magical weapon.
It is a magical weapon. It's like, all right. It's like, so he's like, good news, everyone. He's like, that's a 21 to hit,
Okay, that'll definitely land.
and that is 12 damage. He's like,
Okay, how do you do this?
oh, it's down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only had like 2 hit points.
Okay. He's like, Faradir, I need a boosty.
Okay.
So I leap onto your shoulders and then off your shoulders to just jab this thing like another one of those power pole extend moments, just straight through the head of this thing, the quote unquote head of this thing.
Okay, so
Okay.
Grigum leaps up on top of Faradir's shoulder, uses that to jump up
And-
the extra distance. Lance pulls, the pole shoots through the energy, kind of burning
then-
their ground.
And then it's like I use it to land onto its shoulder and then just twist that head off.
Like, and the metal skull, the metal
Mhm.
plating that had formed around its head just kind of tink, 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 as it separates and then pops off, and you leap back and land next to Faradir as it kind of collapses into a mound of rubble.
Yeah, just pretty much do a 180 and then just leap off the, like, land on one shoulder, do 180, and then leap off the other shoulder back here. Like, like slam the staff onto the ground. Like, 2 down.
Okay, I might not have to
One
run.
left.
Now,
My turn.
hang on.
Are-
Like,
You've got movement if you want it.
I've got movement and another attack.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
another attack. He has
On the
his
left.
bonus action.
Okay, so I moved from here. So that was 5, 10, 15. It's like, so it's like 16.
Didn't you go like
Oh.
in there?
Well, I was thinking like here. It's like,
Sure.
Yeah, that would be in range for your staff, but not your
yeah, like, yeah,
flurry
for my
of
step.
blows.
Like, yeah, no, if things go like as I expect them to go, like, definitely I'm going to use the key point to defend myself more. Like, let's see. Shift that so I can see what the numbers. 19.
That'll hit.
Okay, like, and that is 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
And then I will you spend a key point to activate patient defense, and I get to take the dodge action as a bonus action.
Okay. So you kind of poke it with the stick and then fall into a defensive stance. Faradir, you're up. You have reloaded.
I shift Hunter's Mark and I shoot at it.
Okay.
First shot would be 15 plus 7, whatever that is.
That'll hit.
Yes. Okay. Uh, 15 for the first one,
Okay.
and that's 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Um, 13 for the second hit.
Alrighty.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 17 and 16. I'm sorry. I forgot to add the plus 3.
Okay, so...
Or just add 6
Yeah.
to what I just said. Sorry, I forgot.
No worries.
That's my turn.
Alright. Faradir just unleashes a spray of bolts across it that punch huge holes in the chest and the armor plating. You get the idea that this one that he summoned was not as strong as the one that he had traveling with him. It's looking
Alright.
pretty bad right now. Kay is going to see that Grigum is returning to combat. He is going to fall back and take the defensive stance in order to protect Rail and Faradir. That elemental is dead, so it's out. Ingrid, you're up.
Move hex to that one.
Okay.
And I feel like I would move here.
Mm-hmm.
If I do this, do I get flanking with Grigum since he's threatening it and in range, or no?
Flanking is only for
are-
melee.
I know.
Okay.
You'll give Grigum flanking, yes.
Well, I do have... I guess using my knife on it doesn't really make much sense. Okay, I'll take the disadvantage with spells and do spells still.
Okay.
Hang on. More dog barking. I'll be right
No
back.
worries.
Okay, the first one definitely doesn't hit with disadvantage. Yeah, I should have just taken the move back. 15 to hit?
Nope, sorry.
Okay, yeah, that was a bad call. Oh well. And I already used my bonus and my movement, so I'm good.
Okay. The Gruul is dead. So Rail is up.
I am within 60 feet, and I have line of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to toll the dead again.
Okay.
So that's a wisdom save.
Oh, right.
And
I
this
have to
guy's
roll
taking some damage.
that is a
yes.
2.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
That does not pass.
2d12.
6 plus 9. That is 15 necron.
How do you do this?
Yeah. That's some dark magic going on there.
Yeah, that's some dark magic.
You take out a sheet of paper because you're a documancer and you go, beats rock!
Oh my fucking god! Faradir, you get a point of inspiration.
Hooray!
Alright.
Holy shit.
Someone please clip that.
I got nothing for that.
Okay, the sound of ravens echoes throughout the area, and shimmering points of darkness appear in the sky as they swoop down, and just a flock of blackbirds materializes out of nowhere and just completely engulf the elemental. You can see them pecking and clawing and scratching before they flutter and disperse, just leaving a pile of stone and bent metal in their in place of the elemental.
Holy shit.
I am going to transition us back to the start page.
And Watcher goes up to Faradir and caws in his face and puts out his paw and asks for the potion.
He gets the Orzhov coin.
No,
Hold on.
he like shows you the potion bottle like in your
It was near
head over and over.
Faradir. Rail, you were near Faradir. Make me a perception roll.
I was. Perception.
Holy cow, that paper cut is great.
That is a 20.
You see Faradir hand Watcher one of the coins from an Orzhov priest chain. Orzhov.
I mean, Watcher will take it, but then he'll tell him he wants the potion.
He gets a regular gold coin.
Alright. On that note, would you guys mind if we take a...
Yes, I was about to say, let us take a quick break.
Yeah. Do you give him the potion, yes or no? Just so I know.
No.
Okay.
Aw.
Watcher
Well, that
makes
means no one's
patty
getting
faces.
potion healing because you never heal anybody.
Watcher makes pouty faces, and we are going on break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you for sticking with us through that really rough combat. Well done, guys. Well done.
Yay.
I mean, we took on a lightning element.
Almost death count.
Always fun when
Death count
people
is
are like,
high.
I may die. Okay, back in a
I
bit.
took the knife.
We are back. I don't know how long that was. I wasn't paying attention. I was drinking. Hi.
Not too bad.
It was about
Yes.
15 minutes.
Okay, I don't keep track.
A little bit less, maybe.
I am trying to relax more.
Relaxing is good.
So,
Mm-hmm.
the battle is done. The elementals and the druid lay dead in the street around you. Let's see here now. It's been... Can I have everyone make me perception checks?
Okay.
Actually, I don't need perception checks from anyone who has a passive higher than 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we're all good.
Higher than 10?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just so Like,
I-
to recognize that you all have a passive perception that is better than 0.
Yeah.
Also, we should probably check the caster over.
I'm going to give it a second to see if Tux comes back.
I'm gonna be off for just like a couple minutes.
Okay.
Just like 5. Sorry.
Waves of energy and color cross the skyline above you. Deep neon green, bright, not deep. Bright neon greens, purples, pinks, fuchsias, just wave after wave. You can hear off in the distance like music that's carrying on the wind. You feel a curious pull towards northwest.
The north. Wait, no.
Y'all are south. Y'all went south. Hold on, let me pull up the map.
Yeah.
Y'all are... no.
It's definitely a little more west than north, but yeah. No,
Y'all are
you're
roughly
right.
here. So it's definitely to the west, but it's also a little north.
I can't see because it's not up on our Roll20 of the map.
Uh,
So I'm not sure what you're showing us. Okay, now I can see.
y'all
Okay.
are here-ish.
Mhm.
And it's
Okay.
coming from in roughly this area. You're not quite
I
sure.
wonder what could be happening over there.
That's all. Just wanted to put that out there. Y'all are free to continue.
I think we should check over the caster, so I'm going to go do that and see what he has. Maybe there's
Yeah,
some
search
hidden
that
Gruul
box.
mission directives or something. I don't think that's how that works, but I'm going to check.
Roll a
Maybe
investigation
you'll
check.
have some potions on. Alright, I can assist.
That would be great. 11.
Okay, so you find some shitty armor, a kind of busted up staff. Most of what he has is just like random scavenged crap. It looks like you do find, however, in one of his pouches, a heart-shaped crystal that, when you hold it, kind of thrums with the beating of a pulse.
Arcana.
Okay. Man,
Do you
if
want to
only
help with
y'all-
that one, Rail?
Man, if only y'all had
So-
like the ability to cast Identify.
No, right? Do you want to help with that one, Rail, since you have casting?
Yes.
Okay. Only a 15 still.
Okay. You kind of get in close, and they're very almost invisible, but you can see etchings on different facets of the crystal that relate to like conjuration and earth.
I'm going to
It's a
check the
heart of
crystal
stone.
away.
Doesn't somebody have that wand?
Detect
Check
Detect
magic.
magic? Yeah. Grigum
Yeah.
has it.
Yeah, I mean,
But that doesn't
Standing
tell you
from
what
here,
it is.
yeah.
It just says
Standing
it's
from-
magic, right?
yeah,
That's
standing
true.
standing from here, I can tell you it's magic. It's like, I don't even need to pull up.
Fair enough. Alright. We can identify it.
If y'all ever finish the damn pearl.
Next thing on the list. Just 4 more hours.
Oh, we have downtime right now, right?
Y'all can
I
take some
think
time if you
a
want.
short-
Someone
a short
broke in.
rest would maybe be good. Oh, I missed you, kitty.
Nope, stop squirming.
So short rest for everyone?
World, say hello to Dagon.
Oh, hello,
Maybe-
Dag.
Dagon does not want to say hello back.
He's such a cute cat. Oh my god, he's looking at the camera.
Oh, they all make really good eye contact on these cats.
Yeah, we have trained them to look at cameras. I don't know why we did that.
I forgot The short rest, is it just your hit dice or is it the constitution bonus too?
You roll your hit dice and you add your constitution bonus.
Okay, I think I've been doing it wrong.
It's only you
Yeah,
only add
I
your
need
constitution bonus once, I believe. But you roll as many
Yes.
hit dice as you want, add your constitution bonus, and you heal that much.
Okay, I'm pretty good with where I'm at, so I'm going to take a short rest and get my spells back.
Okay, so y'all kind of drag the bodies off, find a safe spot to sit, like have a oh crap moment.
Uh,
Can I try to work the puzzle?
Yeah, go ahead and make your intelligence check.
That would be a 20.
A natural 20.
Yes.
The
No, sorry, not natural 20, 19.
Oh, okay. I was
Or
about
one
to be
20.
sorry. There's something different that happens in one case versus the lattice work of mysium and glowing crystals shifts about and pulses and then opens, and you release the heart of your weapon. You see like crackling reddish blue energy on the inside, pulsing like a fluttering like it's going fast, like it's like a hummingbird heart fast.
Reddish blue. You mean
Red and blue.
okay? Anyway, Grigum's meditating, so
Okay. So y'all take an hour to recover from that.
okay, so since
Oh,
Meryl
it's
looked
every
that
hit
up, I'm
die. Okay. Oh, that's better than I thought it was.
fixing that.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been doing that, and I actually have a constitution modifier, so I need to do that next time. I got it this time.
But I'm going to have to put you down. He's drooling on me.
Alright.
I don't know why that cat drools. Okay.
Are you sure it's not actually a dog?
Questions will be asked.
He does stick his tongue out a lot, too.
Hey, let's just have a show where we talk about cats for our day. In a
I
week or
think that
two.
would be a pretty successful show.
In a week or
It
two.
would get the stream count up.
The internet loves cats.
It's true. Leave my... No. Go. I love you, Dagon. Go. Okay. I got bit. Okay. So, short rest.
Aw.
Y'all still feel that it's not as strong for you. Urge to go towards, like, the cascading lights in the sky. You don't know
I figure
if, you know,
this is.
Yeah,
I figure it's
would
because
like.
we know what's going on, but we just are like, no, we've got other important business. We know what that's for.
But I want to go now. Ingrid's being whiny. And I'm through with my books.
We're almost through with this. Then we can watch as many Rakdos parties as you want. It's like,
Wow.
That's a 180.
That,
Wow. Okay, so, in order to cross the Singrove neighborhood and get to Sunhome, it is going to be 4 successes before 3 failures.
Okay.
all right. It's like,
Stealth.
I can,
Anybody want to assist?
I'll assist with a natural +4. It's like,
That would be a natural 20.
woo!
Okay, that counts.
And we're all back. Glad to have Fairdeer back and rolling dice with us.
That is, that's 2 successes.
To be
As-
fair, the other one was a 4, so Grigum helped out immensely as well.
Singrove has taken a lot of damage. Fortunately, now that y'all are down off of the rooftops and at ground level, you can see spots where you can hide behind, and so you kind of shadow your way through the a significant portion of the neighborhood. All right, whoever's next.
Yeah, like the brutality ended up making a lot of cover for us. I was like, Does anyone else want to go next, or
Sorry.
I make an attempt again?
I mean, I've got
Yeah,
survival.
what,
That's a
what
good
did you
standby if
choose?
we
I love that, like,
in
on
nature.
GM's Brew, I was talking about optimization and the assumption that you'll succeed about 60% of the time, and you guys are hitting 80 to 90% just through teamwork.
Hmm.
It really it kind of really makes it obvious that you can play what you want and have fun.
Teamwork.
as
How
long as you
about
work.
deception to move in like non-standard paths and stuff? To be more like how like small wild animals or stuff would skirt corner to corner instead of how people would walk.
Okay, I'll allow that.
Yeah, no, I won't say anything.
Yeah, like say we try to make our noises sound like animals rather than people.
Yeah. Anyone else for deception, or should I just roll it straight?
I would, but I don't have any training in it, so.
I can assist. I'm trained it.
Huh, wonder why.
23.
Okay, that's a success. You kind of, it feels unintuitive to like go in the wrong direction at times, or to go like north when you, or south when you want to be going north, or backwards when you were wanting to head in one direction. But you somehow managed to, by going in the wrong direction, get yourself moving towards the right direction.
It's like sailing crosswind.
Yeah.
It's like all the local highway systems.
Holy shit!
I-35
Yeah.
says what? Oh, I only spend 4 hours driving to class every day.
So we
Each
need one
direction.
more, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's anything Grigum and Rail could work together on.
I'm going to have to make these things harder for y'all in the future. Although I think we're going to have a bit of a break from the skills challenges for a while.
Hopefully.
I'm petting a cat. I don't know how you got in
guys
here.
could try acrobatics or
Up to y'all.
athletic. Or...
Fairdeer and Ingrid have both done something, so it's up to either Rail or Grigum to get this last success.
Let's see. So we've used deception. We've used. What was the
Do you
first
have
one? we used?
Do you have nature, Grigum? You could try to follow the lay of the land and stuff.
I was thinking something of that nature
You know what?
at first
Fine.
because for the most part, they're slowly changing the landscape as it goes through. I was like,
No,
I'll use
No.
nature.
no,
he was chewing on my cord.
oh,
Oh.
like I do have nature trained. I was like,
I also, so
So does
I
Rail.
assist.
Let's do.
Or
There
just
we
let
go.
them do it. Come on, Fairdeer. Let them do it.
Okay.
do you want to lead or should I? I was like,
I've got
I've
8.
got a plus,
so
yeah, I have a +3, so I can aid you.
I'll lead that.
Yeah. All right. I'm like,
A large part of Rail's purpose is to be a skill monkey.
yeah.
So, there.
Large part of
Roll.
Grigum's purpose is to be a smartass.
Okay, so that's a 27.
I've succeeded. I was like,
So, you follow the lay of the land and the natural curve of nature to make your way through up towards Sunhome, and you find your way to a open park with a statue of a goblin in the center of it.
Did they install the trash can?
There is a trash can chained to the
Yes!
statue.
I have
Oh my
done a
God.
guild mission.
Go ahead and raise your guild standing by 1.
All of us are just our.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm guessing
I'll help.
this is
So you'll get a
session.
no. It was, you kind of missed
Tickle
it.
sorry to everyone, right?
Yeah, everyone gets 1 rank of Golgari because you got a trash can installed at a children's park.
Gosh.
It's a goblin one, and it would be a very useful trash can, I feel like.
Actually, Grigum, roll history for me.
That's
This
true.
didn't happen because you weren't there when when they first encountered the adventure park.
Right. It's like,
I feel like the adventure park's gonna have so many more supplies now.
6. I'm just like, is that always here?
You would actually have still heard of this. Even it's a super easy DC for you. This is a park that was erected in memorial, or had been dedicated to a goblin that stood up to a bunch of Azorius repossessors who were going to take over the park. They still took the park and most of the surrounding area, but they
I
left.
think we had them written down as Orzhov before.
Yeah, Orzhov. Sorry, yeah, Orzhov repossessors. They still
That
took
makes
the
sense.
park and the land, but they erected a statue for him as a pacification thing, and they left the park alone. Scattered throughout here is like, you know, tools, planks of wood, wheels, stuff like that for building like anything that you would want to build to play on if you were a young child or a goblin. You know, kind of take a moment to marvel at the brand new trash can that has been chained to it that somehow has avoided damage from the Gruul Incursion. There's even like a few scraps of paper in there. Before moving on to Sunhome.
I feel very accomplished as a Golgari right now.
Y'all have seen it from the distance before, but Sunhome is this massive stone building, square in shape. As you approach the fortification, sounds of battle and martial training echo throughout the area, and you can tell the difference between the two because when there's training, there's generally a lot less screaming. Overhead, you can see what you could see as silhouettes before are clearly now sky ships of various sizes and shapes and configurations clustering overhead. And standing before the gate, hovering maybe 5 feet off of the ground with her wings fully extended, blazing in fire with a mane of fire red hair, an angel looks down at the group of y'all. You have reached Sunhome.
Hey. Survived this. We've partially made it.
Yeah. Well, basically, hi. We're here to represent the guild pack and trying to coordinate
Second Sight Agency.
Second Sight Agency, and we'd like to coordinate a back to in the Gruul Incursion. Can we go in to discuss tactics?
She looks down at Fairdeer for a second. It's like,
And I display any sort of guild insignia
your
that I would
word.
have.
Your Simic
I would have some.
Not.
You have Simic Guild.
Yeah, like.
Well, a non-Gruul guild.
Fair
I'm
enough.
assuming that would help.
I would think. Yeah, I would think that our organization's symbol would also help. I was like,
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like indicating.
She clears
Yeah,
her throat.
totally.
Your
Okay.
words ring true. Speak your...
Oh, snap.
Hmm?
Fair dear, I think you were just in a zone of truth. No, I don't say that, but like as a player, it's like,
Do you mean any harm to the Boros Legion?
Absolutely not.
She turns to
And
look
I
at the
give like
rest.
kind of a formal bow.
no. We need help.
I like the. Well, no.
She looks to Ingrid and Rael.
nope, I'm very helpful. I had that trash can back in the park installed.
She points to the
Ask if you want to
zombie.
bring any harm to the...
It asks, "Do you mean harm to the Boros?"
I'd already shaken my head no, and then I said no, and then...
Yeah, for the ability to work, you have to
Let's
speak out
see.
loud.
Roll deception.
Really?
No.
Roll compulsive liar.
She looks
Yes.
down
I
at
just-
Rail
Oh.
and frowns. Him and the undead cannot enter.
Why on
Wait,
earth
Rail
not?
can't?
Frederick, guard him, and don't eat anybody. And if a Golgari comes by, you're allowed to take their orders and follow and go underground.
I love that you're basically programming your zombie.
Wait a minute.
Your words do
How
not
am I
ring
not
true.
good enough here? I don't mean harm to anyone except for, well, anybody on the... As far as I know, no one in the Azores has done anything to land them.
Boros.
Boros.
Boros, whatever. Close enough. The important
And
thing is
this
the
is
only
why
person
you're
on
not
the list
allowed.
right now is in...
She is just watching Rail. Continue.
Continue with...
Explaining why you don't want to try to harm the Boros.
Yeah, of course I don't want to try to harm the Boros. We're here to ask for help.
Especially in a Boros Legion's area where you would be mercilessly slaughtered if you tried to do so anyway.
Your words ring true.
I come meaning no harm.
There
I will
we
hopefully
go.
leave having... No.
She
How about that?
makes a gesture and the gates open.
Hey.
Okay, Frederick, you have to
Angel.
stay outside now.
He kind of and shambles his way back to the park.
Is he okay? I point to Kay, who's sitting nice and wagging his tail.
She kind of blinks and tilts her head to the side, a little confused. Huh. Yes, he is fine.
Good boy.
Because all dogs go to heaven. He's like,
Well, they also have trained war dogs.
oh, true.
The inside
Hey.
of the gate is this large open area leading up to the stone monolithic tower. You can see throughout the courtyard, people training, angels just literally hovering above the air, shouting directions and instructions to people, knight commanders observing troops and giving corrections on form, marching, and people running the perimeter on their exercise. This is very much a military installation that you have entered into.
Yeah.
Which is why I haven't turned it back
Pretty
to the
much
more
the same.
Latonic music. Latonic is my word of
Fair.
the day.
Probably I'm just going to stay on the straight and narrow, walking forward on the path.
Okay. So you're heading towards the monolith?
Yeah.
Rest of y'all going with?
Yeah, I was like, why not?
I'll keep an eye out for anyone that looks like they have extra badges or insignia on the way.
Okay. I mean, there are a couple people with decorations outside, but they all seem to be mostly engrossed in training or organizing or rallying. Y'all approach the first set of doors you can. A 10-foot tall minotaur stands there in gleaming silvery metal armor head to toe with ragged blade tips attached to the tip of their horns. Their pauldrons are like a good as high as their head, and they have enameled the red fist of the Boros Legion on their chest plate, they hold a massive sword as big as Faradir. Stands and stares directly down at y'all as y'all approach.
Basically same explanation.
And holding up second sight agency symbol. It's like,
Yeah, and various guild symbols.
and I'd say we look pretty beaten up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fairly.
we've recovered, but our clothes wear and tatterness. And it's like,
You are not
That's
the
prob-
only survivors who have found their way here. I am
yeah, well, a little more than
Osadon Glory
survivors.
Pelt. I will see you to the medics.
Well, medics aren't what we need at the.
Does anybody
I mean, at the
need a
moment,
medic,
yeah.
actually? Oh yeah, okay.
We thought, maybe we'd talk more about trying to organize a strike while there's other distractions going on, see if anyone was interested, less about the medics. We actually did pretty well against the Earth Elementals on the way in.
They level a
But
gaze.
regardless,
I will see you to the medics now. And they
Get
kind
this
of
over with.
step to the side, shoulder holster, and now that you see them in profile, you realize that this is a female Minotaur. She opens the door for y'all and into a long hallway that goes deep into the monolith and steps through. Follow. As y'all walk in, you hear the doors close behind you, and you can only assume another guard has taken her place as she leads y'all through a twisting maze of hall. No, I'm kidding. It's like freaking. It's a military barracks layout. There are straight lines everywhere, with maps and grids and stuff like that.
Organized.
It's
Follow the
literally
blue line and the black left 3 corridors. Then
pretty much yes. She leads into a room. There is a Videlkin in white robes with a Simic patch on one shoulder. And they're talking to a number of patients that are just on stretchers. And there's a few helpers within here. As Osadon comes in, she clears her throat, and the doctor looks at some. Just check to make sure they're what they look like, and then I'll take them to talk to someone. The Videlkin nods, and he grabs a small little scalpel and a few vials, and he comes over to you. Hold out your hand, please.
which one? I just offer like a hand and all kinds of
Oh my god.
tentacles.
He takes the scalpel and does like a quick on each of the hands and collects.
I'm going to speak up to him in Vidal.
Okay.
How are you doing on supplies? You aren't having trouble sterilizing equipment, are you?
No, we are okay. We managed to get most of the goods out from the local lab before it got shut down. He kind of collects the blood by squeezing the tube against your hand and then massaging your palm a little bit. So, and a couple of survivors came in not more than a day or two ago with their own supplies to help reinforce us. He puts a little sticky bandage over each of y'all's hands, but y'all still take 1 point of slashing damage.
Ow.
Including K.
No, he didn't do it to Kay. He takes the vials and he kind of works them between his fingers. There's a little glow. He looks at one and is like, huh. Okay.
Is that one mine?
Yes.
I bet it's mine. Yeah. Hey, your guess is as good as mine.
And it's a It's an interesting augmentation, not one I have seen before. You're not from the standard line.
Nope. So I've been told.
He kind of sets the vials aside. Well, yeah. He nods to Edison. So they are who they say they are, or they are what they appear to be at the least. So Edison's like still holding the sword over, and you can tell like from her stance, like she may be holding the sword lazily, but she is very much ready to hit someone with the sword if need be.
Yeah, she's just doing her job.
So,
And a good one.
okay, I will take you to the waiting room then, I guess. Most of the captains are a little busy right now, but maybe we can help. And she takes you through the maze of hallways to this. It looks like a war room of sorts, where it has maps of the city, and chairs and stuff, but it hasn't been set up. This is not the room that they're like planning strategy in for it's clear. But she like closes the door behind her, y'all, as she leads the way in, and rests her sword against it once y'all are all inside.
So, have you been with the
Sorry?
That's Rail asking her.
Since I was weaned.
I kind of figured.
She kind of makes a gesture to a few of the chairs. None of them are like her size. So she stays at the stays standing as she goes over to like the wall and pulls a map of the 4th precinct down and lays it out in front of you. So as we are not stupid, you arrived very shortly after a number of Gruul forces pulled to the west, and what looks to be a very energetic carnival launched. I assume that you have something to do with these.
Yeah, we're trying to get pressure
A little
off of
bit.
you guys.
Yeah, both the Rakdos and Izzet are working together to pretty much gather and disperse forces.
Well, the world
If I'm
is
not
doomed.
mistaken, there ought to be an airstrike soon near there.
Oh, there.
Not really
there.
airstrike.
From the
Okay.
Chem Master.
That's artillery,
Do you
not air.
know which Kimmeister?
I do not recall the name.
Check. Actually, what I know to start with.
Pretty sure we wrote it down somewhere.
I'm in between too many notebooks right now, so I don't have my notes with me on that.
Yeah, I'll tell her the Kimmeister's name.
Wait,
I got
Crystal.
it.
Crystal.
I got it. It's
Crystal.
Catrill.
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 So,
Katrille, because I did not get rid of the sending stone from my inventory. He's like, we did hand it over. I just forgot to erase it.
Okay.
I think that she may be one of their weapons designers. I'm not too up on the Izzet hierarchy, so. Huh. Oh, that should be devastating. Huh. She sets out a few, she has, like, a bunch of miniatures of, like, with Rakdos, logo on it and their logo and stuff like that. We were actually marshaling our forces today now to push back into the Singrove neighborhood, since most of them have pulled into the Barrow Hill. We figured we could divide their forces between Barrow Hill and Burgeoning Blossom. They're pretty entrenched in the blossom, so that's going to be hard to take back.
Yeah.
Is there any way you could put the map back on
I can.
bonus roll?
Yeah. I was like,
Sorry, I'm just having a hard
I'm-
time visualizing this.
There we go.
Cool.
okay.
Okay.
So she's talking about them marshaling from here to push out into
Okay.
this region.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, they're the experts of that sort of thing. Just as a layman, that makes sense.
But
Between-
she's also telling you that they're very entrenched in here, which is the burgeoning blossom.
Which makes sense because that's close to the red waste.
Hmm.
Maybe if the other areas free up a little, that would allow more forces to tackle the last area.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I guess
They
we
would
kind of have
hurt.
to try to move them back. I believe this is north, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, north is up. Okay, back into the red waste.
The problem is if they fall back to entrenched areas, then it's going to be harder to push them back out. But if we destroy the entrenched area first, then we probably could get the more mobile forces to just go all the way back to Red Waste. It's like,
Once our forces push into the Singrove neighborhood, the airship fleet above head is going to move forward and begin a bombing run against the burgeoning blossom. Burgeoning bloom.
Would there be a high civilian casualty rate, or is that area pretty
We're
vacant?
not sure how many citizens remain in the area. We have had several citizens, reports of citizens finding sanctuary in the Bar on Hill area, and almost complete abandonment of the Singrove neighborhood. We've been unable to get any information from Burgeoning Blossom as we can't get our reconnaissance in the air. Drakes almost immediately attack any single vessel. That's why we have been marshaling our airships to do a bombing run to shake them loose and then send troops in after them. We've even taken in a few survivors ourselves. You saw them in the medic wing, but we have a few that just arrived that are still being checked over.
Oh, that's good that there's survivors and that you're taking care of them.
Oh.
The Selesnya Enclave, of course, extends their hand, but that would be very hard to do physically.
how about I
Given
speak
the
for my
distance.
guild? It's like,
I was about to say, it's pretty rare to see a hybrid of your statures and the other guilds, but congratulations on breaking free of your masters.
yeah, I was
Well-
going to say thank you, for doing my job and being a part of my community now. But
I'm a friend to everybody.
told you
I
you'd be the
represent
first
the
to
guild pack.
many claim that. It's like,
Ingrid,
It's nice
as you
that
do
you,
that,
couldn't bet.
she reaches out a hand and her fingers are as thick as your arm. She puts a finger under your chin and kind of gently tilts your head to the side to look at the spy's murmur. Curious. Okay. Strange bedfellows, one and all. Okay.
Yeah.
So she looks up at you from the table place that she set up and says, "That is our current plan. We will be launching forth in the next little bit. We will provide you a safe place to stay. while we undertake this offensive. Please understand that there are not going to be many guards left on the premises, but we will do our best to ensure your safety.
Can we help try to protect the survivors?
I mean, she looks over. I mean, y'all are not as bad as the elf that came in missing an arm and a leg, but y'all are not in a shape to hold off a warband, I don't think.
Okay, just throwing that out there.
Currently.
Right. I was like, okay. Sure.
Ingrid starts to say she feels pretty confident they could still help protect some survivors, but Rail's saying no, so she just like starts to say something and then like shuts right up.
She kind of smiles at Ingrid.
All I can say is that we're not made of glass. It's like, and certainly are made of harder stuff. It's like, but
I mean,
unfortunately, we aren't built.
you broke up towards the end of
Wow.
that.
I'm not built for the front lines.
Yeah,
It's just-
we're not built for war.
Maybe not.
Probably, special forces, BS, tactics. No, we're not infantry ourselves.
I mean, if you are wanting to lend a hand, we can. How are you with machines?
I could work my way with a device.
She points
Hey.
at.
I'm fairly technically competent.
She points
I
at.
moved them out of the building once.
She points
I
at
have a cousin who
Faradir's
uses
crossbows. That is an Izzet design. I've seen the prototypes. The lacerations were quite painful to the users.
Just need to have quick hands.
Or multiple hands.
Well, yeah, I think that was the problem, was the lack of multiple hands afterward. But
So, if you are determined to help, we can get you on one of the airships. We will need people to protect it from the drakes while they commence the bombing run. Most of our infantry and ranged units will be in the Sengrove neighborhood, so any extra hands we can take will be useful.
I guess if we'd be of use.
Airships, guys.
Yeah, no, I get you. I was like,
Okay.
I'm fine with airships as long as they don't fall off.
There are a few other volunteers.
Is there perhaps an extra Jack potion that my little medic could have for applying to people?
Yeah,
We
is there
will
some
provide you with a
potions?
set of Wojek drops. That is
And Watcher
standard.
is happy.
The standard issue for anyone going into the field. Please do not use them unless you absolutely must, though. They are quite tedious to make.
I think Watcher just likes having like extra stuff that he's allowed to carry. So
Watcher's very happy he got 2 gold coins. Don't forget to mark those down, by the way, Faradir.
Yeah.
I thought he just got one from Faradir.
No,
And
he
then
got
he
two.
Oh, okay.
She kind of looks over the group and is like,
Because he kept on asking for the potion, and I'm like, here's
okay.
a coin.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, I will take you to the Skyreach Lounge, where you can rest. That is the rally point for the other volunteers as well.
Okay.
She kind of folds the map and puts it away. And she spends like a good 5-10 minutes putting the room back in order before like even considering letting Elle out. You get the impression that she's very much a everything in its place kind of person. Before she lifts
Yeah.
she lifts the heavy sword, slings it across her shoulder, and leads all down the hallway to the center. It feels like of the ziggurat of sorts. There is a large open square-shaped area with a dial platform, a raised dial on a plinth. I couldn't remember the word. In the center, she steps up into it and puts a hand on it. She looks over her shoulder to make sure you are all with her before turning it, and you feel it like shaking as the ground lifts you up. Now, Sunhome is pretty freaking huge, and this is not moving fast, so you have like a couple minutes. But she's standing there with holding her sword in one hand and her hand on the dial on the other. So, the sky reach is where we have been using marshalling and leads to the airship docks. You will be on the... She stops for a minute to think of, like, which one. So, I suppose we will put you on the Thunder Reach. There's some more room on there.
Sounds reasonable.
For eventually, like, if no one else does anything after about 4 minutes, the thing, like, she turns the dial back and it stops in line with the doorway. Well, actually, no, this would be an open air. And stops in a large open area. There is like a kind of a mess hall kind of feel to the place. There's like just tables with chairs lining most of the square space. Doorways dot the exterior edge of the room. There is like a rail to keep people from falling down the open shaft in the center, because they are Boros, they're not stupid. There's a number of people sitting around here eating, drinking. Most of them have like that. This is kind of has a pilot's lounge feel to it, almost.
Okay. Pilot.
This is basically where like the skyjacks and the airship captains make ready.
And Ingrid's getting cleaned up, but she's very careful to like use vials and stuff and not get their area dirty while she's cleaning up.
I think it's like all that we've been through. It's like I'm going to be in need of a change of clothes.
She kind of gives y'all a moment to orient yourself, and then takes you over to this kind of stocky, fat goblin sitting on like fat, like maybe 140 pounds, which is pretty heavy for a goblin.
Oh yeah.
Sitting at a desk writing. There's just stacks of stuff behind her. She looks down and is like, Jessica, she turns back, counts 1, 2, 3. 4 Sky Troopers kits, please. And he gets, yeah, oh, okay. Which one? And Thunder's Reach. He's like, he writes down which ship and what supplies. He pulls out a package and he hands it to each of you. Contained within the package is a Featherfall token, 2 greater healing potions in the form of Wojek drops,
Alright.
and a meal kit. Or, sorry, a ration kit.
Okay.
He holds it out. It's a standard issue.
Greater healing, right? It's like,
Please return anything that you don't use at the end of the mission.
I immediately pass one of the potions over to Watcher to hold on to.
And while I'm calling them potions, they're not actually potions. They're crystals about maybe this long with a sharp point at one end and intricate, like, gold etching along the sides of them.
Okay, everyone, show
You said it's
Watcher
a-
what pocket you're putting these in case you go unconscious.
Watcher makes very
All
intense
right.
eye contact with anyone that pays even the slightest bit of attention to him.
Oh my god.
noted. How many rations are in a ration kit, or is it just?
It's just 1 day's rations. Ego Rapid,
Alright.
thank you for the follow.
Oh, we got a new follow? Cool.
We got 2 today.
Woo!
Cool.
Hooray, thank you guys.
Don't forget we're doing the
Yep, I'm going to cover that at
We're
the end.
doing
We're
that.
almost there. Oh wow, it's been that fight took a little bit longer than I thought, but not as long as the devotion fight.
Yeah. No.
Like, you
No,
fought
that was a boss fight right there.
You fought the leader of the Rakdos?
Well,
That
we
wasn't
didn't win.
that wasn't the leader.
No. That was the local chapter head. It's like,
Yeah, this is like beating up the
Lower
church
B,
pastor.
lowercase b boss.
Oh, I'm sorry. You beat up a general? Well, actually, he was a sergeant.
Technically, they beat each other.
yeah. Well, it was
For
hilarious.
Jar, mostly, yeah. I mean, I got to dance, so I mean that was cool.
Okay. Osan kind of gives y'all the goods and gestures to the points to one of the doorways at the south side. So Thunder Reach is assigned to that one. Good luck and thank you. If you survive this,
It's like a
congratulations.
What? Where we'd be honorary parish troops or something? I was like, sky
I
troops.
mean-
I was like,
Sure, if you want to tell yourself that.
well, then what's the congratulations for? Like, that we live?
Surviving. She kind of steps on the platform, turns the dial, and starts slowing. So, good luck! And as the... I'm not hearing anything from Demage. We've been having enough sound issues today.
Sorry. I accidentally hit this thing. It's like,
Okay.
Yeah.
but I was, I don't, like, I'm a goblin. It's like, I don't need congratulations every day.
He's like, good luck, bye. And it
I'm
starts lowering her
fast enough
down.
as it is.
And she's out of sight.
I don't need to fight a dragon. I dealt with depression my whole life. I'm badass enough as it is.
Yeah, we didn't fight the dragon.
Ooh, big mood. Yikes. This is supposed to be fantasy.
I'm just taking a moment for that to sink in. From across the room, you hear someone yelling, "What the hell are you doing here?"
Hi,
Everyone,
we're reporting as sky things.
everyone in the room, like, stops, looks up at the figure that's shouting, and then over at you, as a elf makes her way through the crowd with short black hair, gray eyes with a kind of gold ring around them, wearing a very well damaged leather armor with a pin on the chest resembling the etching at the bottom of the wand, and a rifle like staff slung over one shoulder. She's missing her left arm from the bicep down and has replaced it with a mechanical-looking contraption, as well as the right leg from the thigh down with the same, as Cathal Rose Fury approaches y'all.
Hi. I was like,
Hi,
Oh, hey, same ship?
do you want your book back?
Yes! Y'all were
Okay.
supposed
Oh,
to
it's a
keep it
pleasure seeing-
safe, not bring it to the middle of a frickin' outpost. Why are y'all even
Just
on the
getting her
surface? Oh, thank you, honey. She
Things
takes
got
puts it back.
complicated.
look. Well, we finished
You've
our
been doing the
thing.
best.
Complicated?
Okay, look.
And she's holding
Hey,
up
if we're in the
mechanical
sky,
arm.
it's not on the surface.
Look. We're here now. No, you shouting at us. We're here to help. It's like, and this is partly what we're supposed to be helping. This is part of what our venture is about. It's like, you have any idea how much effort we went through just to get the rest of the guild to cooperate, give or take the orders off, but we kind of just brought the party to their doorsteps.
I think we did about as
Like,
well
look.
as with the Orzhov as we can.
She kind of,
Also-
again, holds up the mechanical replacement arm. Been through!
Yes, we get it. You're missing an arm. We can't do anything about that.
Well,
I mean, I look over to Rail. We can we?
Can we?
Not yet.
Yes, we can't do anything.
I don't have any. I don't have anything with enough juice to replace a
How's-
limb.
That's it.
Pan and Daldra.
That's it. We're
I
glad
got
you're
them
alive.
out of the district before they shut down the lines. They're,
And Ingrid's gonna give her a hug.
she kind of like hugs
Gotcha.
back and pats. So they're staying with my sister
she's
and
holding,
wait, what?
holding her mechanical limb, and the mechanical limb is patting her on the back.
Like she gives Ingrid like a hug back. She's staying with my sister in the 6th. They're fine. We'll have to go and pick them up eventually because I didn't send them with any money. Oh, by the way, and she pulls out a small package. Apparently, someone paid Daldra to commit a crime, and hands over 50 gold from Daldra's heist.
And I just blink at that, and I look at everyone else.
I'm guessing that's when she requisitioned us for supply money, and then I said, no, we're busy with these Debt Knight people who are kidnapping us, and then she went to you.
Now, that explains a few things.
So the first question is, was she successful?
She hands over a 50 gold pouch. Well, she's with my sister, so...
I mean, I think we have to be objective about this.
There's a lot to object to about this.
We'll have a training session, a staff meeting.
We really should get that done.
Yes, we should do that.
Sure.
Okay.
Also, by the way, it's good to see you. You're looking very lovely.
It's good to see you too, fish sticks. No, I'm kidding.
Has she called me that before?
No.
That's a new one. And I give her like a pat on the back. I haven't heard that one before.
She smiles and she actually gives arm over the shoulder hug. It's like, well, fuck. We're going into the field together, so I guess I have to make sure you don't die.
Likewise.
Make sure, yeah, it's like, we'll make sure you don't die either.
It's cute that you think that's going to
I
happen.
mean, we already took on a lightning elemental bound into an iron angel. Dealt with an invasion of. Oh, actually, an invasion of all manner of things while we were down there, including I made
an undead.
most of it
They
from
didn't let me bring it.
yes. Look,
She
the thing is that we've been repelling a lot of attacks.
she
lately.
smiles,
It's like,
puts her hands on Greg's shoulder. Do you want a drink?
I pull up the bottle of high proof. It's like, I'm
Do
like,
you want
do you
a
want to
drink
share?
that won't kill you?
do you want to share?
No.
Okay,
I don't drink
fine.
fuel.
What would you like to share? It's like,
She points over
What-
to
what are
like
you offering?
where there is a mess that is serving food and drink.
yes, please. And it's like,
So let's
I
go.
think I'm probably going to get some food and drink, as at least I don't know about you guys, but I think the last thing I ate was a mushroom bar several hours ago.
actually, hold up. And I just start rummaging through my things, pulling out a bottle of wine. It's like, from the monastery. I was like,
She's all, this is good shit. She takes it and she'll
Yeah.
like put in her pack. I will remove the cat claw from my lower back. Hi, Dagon. And she
Aw.
leads you over to the mess table, and they're not serving like great food, but it's a variety of mushrooms and other hearty foodstuffs that's been fried down in like some butter and with rice, and it's basically food that will fill you up and keep you moving all day long.
Yeah, I feel like Fair Deer is probably kind of really going at it.
You get the impression that, like, I don't know if y'all know this, but for the most part, most people in Ravnica are vegetarian-ish. Like, meat is available, but it's fairly expensive and hard to get. Unless it's
definitely a
like
delicacy.
rot grub meat. If you want rot grub, you don't mind that. You can get meat fine.
I'd give some to Kay.
Yeah, like, Kay don't
That's
care.
right.
He'll eat it. He'll eat anything you
Yeah,
put in front of
exactly.
him. But she kind of settles down. She sets her rifle staff on the table. It's like, Thunder's Reach. And
Yeah,
after this, we get back to
nod.
making money.
Yep.
For the second site, then.
For the second site.
Toast.
She kind of grins and, like, toasts her cup of against Ingrid's. It's like, and that is where we will leave off because I have not finished making the airship map.
okay.
Hey.
And this has been a delight. And it's like,
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for the rock versus paper joke, Fair Deer.
uh,
Oh my!
I just thought it was too good to pass up.
That was an inspiration well earned.
yeah.
Y'all finally got Cathal back in the play. Y'all y'all found out about her new look, or
Damn.
at least some about her new look.
I think it works for.
yeah. I think she'll be having to beat off like men.
I think she has something to guilt trip us about forever.
I mean, it's
True.
not your fault.
Yeah, just by
Yeah,
so far as
Yeah,
I know,
not
the
our-
only
she can't guilt trip us for something she told us to stay away from. So
true, but yeah, far as I know, I don't get spells to regenerate limbs until 7th level spells.
Oh well, I have some
So
good news
that's
for
gonna
that.
be a
Y'all
while
all go up a
If we
level.
ever get that.
woo!
Hey, okay.
Now?
Yes,
Okay.
because
Now going
Hooray.
unconscious will be more fun.
y'all have honestly. Yeah, y'all go up a full level. Y'all go up a full level, and I'm going to consider y'all halfway to the next level because y'all have rallied the Selesnya, the Izzet, and the Rakdos, and made your way across to
Hell
the
yeah.
street to across the neighborhood to
The street.
yeah. It's like can you yeah. You
Sorry.
have managed to cross the precinct. Wow, I need to sober up.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not that drunk. Y'all crossed the precinct to make it to
And Brigham.
Sunhome. Y'all are level 6. Congratulations. Level
yes.
6.
I get
level
tipsy
6.
sway. I get tipsy sway, which allows me to go from prone to standing with only 5 feet move,
Nice.
and I get to redirect attacks as a reaction.
Yeah.
So if I have more than one person next to me, hey, like into another person.
I now only need one successful death saving throw to come back up.
And it's like I also have my fists count as magical.
That'll be helpful.
get
That'll
third
be very
levels.
helpful.
On top of that, my unarmored movement has increased by 5 feet. It's like I now move 45 feet.
Rail can now cast Revivify if he buys a diamond.
Yep.
So,
Alright.
something
That's
I kind of want to
More
do
gem stuff.
that we haven't done before, I want to give it a try, is I'd like to go around and just each of y'all say something that you did this game that you really enjoyed doing. Let's start with Rail.
Hell. Sorry, I was still looking at my.
I'm willing to count leveling up if absolutely necessary.
Alright, sorry. Someone we've done this.
Something
session?
that you did or took part in this session that you really enjoyed that made you happy. Trying to focus on some
Not
positivity.
Not dying made me happy. Also, I finally got to use Toll the Dead, and it was pretty badass.
Yeah. Grigum.
Not only getting the death blow on 2 creatures, but pretty much God of War styling one and using the term boosty and leaping off a party member.
Ingrid.
Alright.
I think getting to use my, I really like using my armor offensively, like kind of making them hurt worse with it. Is very warlocky, and to kind of be able to retreat while being offensive, that's a fun place to be in.
You're also pretty happy about that trash can.
Yes, I did. I just scored a major win, and I don't know if Grigum got any rep, but
Grigum is a known member, and the information is Ingrid and her group, so he was having a me day drinking at the spa, but he still gets credit for it.
So, they're probably pretty close to getting their Golgari contact if they don't already.
All right, Faraday, I know you're
From
going to say
getting
the
5
joke, but anything else that you really had fun, that made you really happy today?
Keep on looking at that silence spell that I had that would have made that druid fight a lot easier, but realizing that half the party are casters, so I couldn't cast it yet.
Well, I mean, you've leveled up, so if you want to swap that out for something else, you can. I am not
It's
going
fine. It was just like,
I mean,
oh,
party-
cool, now I can. And then one of the casters moves right, and like, damn it.
I had a lot of fun.
I mean-
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I mean, we can always move out of the zone, if you want to use it. And, you have this way to tell us instantly what you're doing so we can move around.
Interesting.
Yes. The only thing was that we kept on killing. We got to the point where we were killing everybody in a round, so I would have to shift Hunter's Mark, so I couldn't
Interesting
cast
note,
silence.
the Spy's Murmur will work in the silence because they're telepathic. Meryl, say the
Right.
line.
Right.
Say the line.
Oh. Be sure to do what a polite would do. Like,
Push the button, Frank. And your moment of zen for today? Let me see if I can re-find it. It's like, yes. 1 tequila. 2 tequila. 3 tequila. 4.
yeah.
So, like Rail said, please like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Please share with and comment as well, so we know that we're doing okay and that your friends can see this. I'm not sure what to call this, but see this. if you are following
It
us,
sure is a thing.
if you're watching us on Twitch, please subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us, and please show us to a friend. We
And-
try and stream every Sunday.
And
This-
next time,
she's super excited. Do you want to do this? Go ahead and you can do this, honey.
we give away the beginner box for 50 followers.
That's right. In celebration of having hit 50 followers, we
yeah.
are going to be giving away a D&D beginners box. We did this when we hit 25. We did this when we hit 50. We're doing this one now that we've hit 50, and hopefully we'll do this when we hit like 100 or something like that, as long as we're still around. I can't see us not being around. Can the mind conceptualize of its own non-existence? Yes, and it is existentially
Alright,
terrifying.
Or if they have
Alright.
other great prize ideas in the beginner box, they should send it to the email.
Okay. Yeah. Like, subscribe. You can find us on a number of podcasting apps. Just search your preferred podcast app for the bonus roll. If it doesn't show up, ask why they're your preferred podcast app. I can't think of anything else to drag this on any farther. Congratulations on level 6, you guys. I had fun. I hope you had fun. I'm going to go and get like something to eat because I haven't had anything since like 7 yesterday. Unless you count booze. I
I'm
had
gonna go.
booze.
I am
Bye!
going to pick people up and drive them to other people and watch shows.
Bye.
Lucky. Everyone, take care. Have a great week. Be back here next Sunday. 'Cause
Love y'all.
It's airship. You're on an airboat. Someone do. I'm on a boat.
Yes.
Are drakes dragons?
Yes.
Don't you
They're small dragons with bad attitudes.
Okay.
Are there
Yeah,
really
right.
big pseudo
Later.
dragons?
Or promiscuous rabbits. Wait, that one won't make any sense to anyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.